It's the Bennington Show. Ron Bennington, Gail Bennington,
Yo.
Stanley Bennington is our temporary executive producer, and a strange song pick this morning for
Why is that?
a day that Scott Weiland passed away the night before.
Oh, yeah, it's very sad that Scott Weiland passed away, but if you really look at the grunge era, he's 4 or 5 bands down.
That's a terrible thing to say when someone passes away.
It's not really the time.
And, Yellow, Coldplay, they're playing the halftime show of the Super Bowl. It's pretty huge.
Holy shit. That's the most impressive thing that can happen to a band, playing halftime show.
Then you know you've made it.
Yeah. They're right up there with the USC marching Trojans.
You must just look out at thousands who are not there to see you and just think, this is great.
What about the paid kids up front with glow sticks?
They're going to love it.
I only saw Scott Weiland perform once, and it was over at the Hard Rock with Velvet Revolver.
Yeah.
And I was standing next to people when they came out, and they were rocking hard. I mean, they were fucking bringing it. And these people just kept saying, that's not him. That's not him, because he was so fucking thin at the time, right? That's not Scott. This is a fucking ripoff. That's not Scott. I'm like, dude, it's him. Listen, no one just says they get a body double.
Yeah, you're either going to have a situation where you replace somebody.
Yeah.
You're not going to say.
This isn't Andrew WK. There are doubles everywhere.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Once you know what? He got to play halftime in the Madden Super Bowl.
Just bring him out. People will lose. If you bust out Party Hard, the whole place will fucking go nuts.
Well, first of all, the people who know it will go crazy, but that's not a majority of people.
Well, there's me, Chris, a few other friends.
Me from just having Madden. I've never heard it on the radio or at a party, but Madden, and I'll fucking sometimes leave it for
Hell yeah.
Gail, you were at a big show last night.
I was. Last night I went to go see Dinosaur Jr. I took my man because it's his favorite band.
Now, did you guys go by time tunnel, or was it?
Well, they're doing a big series of shows in New York because it's their 30th anniversary of their first album.
Nice.
So they started the show off by just doing their first album, start to finish, the whole thing. And then they took a little break. They were their own opening band. They took a little break, and then they came back and then did a bunch of songs. I know. It's nice.
It's nice.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, I like that.
Or what you're hooked up with. Either way. Depends.
So how was your VIP seating that Liam lined you up for?
It was very nice. I was hanging out in VIP.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Rollins was up there.
Sweet.
Shit, that's awesome.
And a one Mr. Fred Armisen.
Sweet. That should have been in page 6.
And it was really funny because Fred Armisen came up and talked to me, but I'm not really sure why. We don't know each other, but it was just me and my man were up there, and nobody else was in the section at the time. And all of a sudden, a guy kind of comes out of the darkness, and he's like, "Hey, nobody's in the VIP section." And I'm like, "Yeah." And then I look at his Fred Armisen, and then I'm like, "What's up?" And he's just like, "All right, guys." And just walks over.
I say a little starstruck. I don't need this. I can see you're new to the VIP, where you make a big deal. Did
there's something called Barely VIP?
Did Henry Rollins jump up on stage and do a number with the boys?
No, but he introduced the band, which was cool because he did it from
your area?
The balcony.
Wow.
So they hit him with the spotlight.
And you were standing next to him like, "Hey, motherfucker! Henry! Fuck you! Black flag! Say their fucking name! Say it! Give me the mic, Henry! Mention that you were a black flag! Did the fucking woman! Was he just in a pair of short shorts and a shirt? Fucking tats blazing. Now take it off, Henry!
He looked great, and he was so into the show the whole time. Like, every time I looked over at him, we kind of ended up on opposite ends of the balcony, and every time I looked over, he was like leaning it over the balcony, like his head going. He was loving it.
He's cool. I like Henry.
Yeah, it was a great show.
But if I was there, I would have been thinking, look, we got a star. Why doesn't he hop up on stage?
I know, but they did have some cameos. That's not what that's called.
Yeah,
what do you call a cameo?
Like a guest performer, I would call it.
Yes, and Kim Gordon came out and did a song, and everyone went nuts.
Yeah, I bet.
And she killed it up there. She really did.
She did this show one time, and the listeners went nuts because she's very aloof.
Yeah. That's kind of her thing.
Yeah, that's her thing, man. You gotta just dig it for what it is. Well, you were very happy that day, right?
Oh, hell yeah. Love Kim Gordon.
Now, someone sent this in, Chris. He's,
okay.
Not you. This baseball card that's out, and it's me and Anthony. And I never realized this. I'm about 3.5 feet taller than Anthony.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's shorter than I thought then.
Either that or I'm taller than you thought.
It could be either way.
Or maybe there just wasn't enough room on that card to do it properly. Well, you know that's Photoshop because I will never stand in the room with that man again. And he knows what he did. Mm-hmm. And I know.
I know.
You don't know because I don't share that with you.
True.
Anyway, so you're all excited about Coldplay.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see them on the halftime show. It's
now,
great.
They're literally, the past 16 years, probably the best-selling rock artist, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. They're like they're one of the last, if not the last, like really like universally loved rock bands.
Okay. Name somebody besides the lead singer.
Don't know the right. I know Chris Martin.
Isn't that true, though? No one knows anyone in that band besides the lead singer.
Nor would, if they were walking down the hall, if anyone but Chris Martin was there.
I think he probably could go walking through the parking lot. I think that they could do a fucking show, and the only way anyone would recognize, let's say, the drummer is if he was carrying Apple. And then everybody would like, is that Apple? Oh my God, it's Apple!
And really, we know Chris Martin because he was married to Gwyneth Paltrow. I mean, if he wasn't married to Gwyneth Paltrow, we would like Coldplay just as a band.
And then he's dated well as well, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he dated Lost in Translation.
Oh shit!
And I think he dated J-Law.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
He did date. Yeah, you got a little piece of that J-Law action.
Okay.
What?
You don't have to talk dirty.
I'm not trying to be dirty.
Yeah, and I saw you doing your scope today.
Yeah,
it was so fucking ridiculous. No, I saw you in real life. I don't have my phone with me because I lost it.
Oh no,
it's fine.
Okay,
I'm not like you people where if I lose my phone, I panic. I lived without a phone before.
I'd freak out.
I used to call it life.
Don't you feel weird though without it?
Mm-mm.
You feel great?
Feel exactly the same as if I had my phone.
Impossible.
I get like 3 texts a week, and first one goes, sorry. It's always like, sorry, but I'm texting you. I did see the Very Merry Christmas today, which basically seemed like a Scope Bro thing. It was, there looked like there was much thought into it, but it was very funny. It was, I'm going to give you the premise, and you can see this free on something I put together on Netflix. I uploaded it.
Great.
So everyone can watch it for free.
Thank you.
I don't want you to pay for it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's bootlegging, but you know, WTF. So it's the premise is this: Bill is going to be doing a big network show up from the Carlisle Hotel, right there in my neighborhood, which is where I saw Woody Allen play. It's just a beautiful old New York hotel. But there's the blizzard, the Christmas Eve blizzard, so no one can get there. And then walking through the blizzard is Mr. Chris Rock, who sings a song with him.
Chris Rock singing, huh?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Bill Murray and Chris Rock singing.
Interesting.
And then it goes on from there. Jason Schwartzman sings, and
Nice.
And it is very much like a Cumia family karaoke party. You know what I mean? Except for not that good of singing talent until they do this dream sequence where Miley Cyrus is there. And it's like, 40 minutes in, and then you go, oh yeah, real singer. Forgot.
She does this for a living.
Yeah, we we always make jokes about her, but she is an actual professional singer.
Yes, she does have a great voice.
She's got an old-fashioned voice, too. Like, she would have been a pop star in, like, the 40s or 50s, you know?
Yeah.
Like that Patti Page fucking type of voice. Anyway, it's out, and if you love Bill Murray, you're probably going to love it, and it's just this very thin thing of, Paul Schaefer is his piano player, and it is, it's free on Netflix.
I'm going to watch it.
I want it.
A Very Merry Christmas.
I love Freeze My Right Price.
I know that. I know that you're seeing. Barbara Walters did her most fascinating people of the year. 2 big comedy stars on it. Anybody want to guess who the comedy stars were?
Amy Schumer?
Amy Schumer was one. The other?
Bill Burr.
It's Barbara Walters. Do you think Barbara Walters is going to be fascinated by Bill Burr?
Can I get another guess?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart.
No.
Aziz Ansari.
No, she's not fascinated by him.
Who else would she be?
Cat Williams. Please,
Why
please
is
tell
your
me.
guess always Cat Williams? Have you noticed every
'Cause I
time?
love Cat Williams.
I know you do. And we fucking have picked up on it. Because it's constant with you. Why don't you get him on your Scope show?
Oh, God damn it. I would love that. I think he'd love it too.
Well, Sponge Steve just attacked you and said, the NFL couldn't get a better U2 cover band than Coldplay?
Oh, please. Coldplay's an original, fantastic band. Nothing wrong with you too, but come on. Coldplay's their own fucking beast.
I didn't know that you liked them so much. Is it your early millennium fucking love?
It's my pre-founder love, is what I have for
yeah.
You're a pre-founder.
So I'm an OG founder, to be honest.
Remember the pre-founder world? It was so great.
All right, go ahead. Anybody? We got one more comedian.
Louis C.K.?
No.
I'll go with Brian Regan.
Do you know who Barbara Walters is, any of you guys?
Yeah, I do.
She picked Amy not because she's like, oh, Amy's funny, because Amy blew up.
Yeah.
This was another comedian.
So it has to be something that was big in the news in the last
Yes, that's
year.
exactly it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
All right.
Oh, you're nuts.
First
all
of
right.
all, I love the fact that all your picks are black. That's great. That proves that we live in a post-race world.
I have a pick.
Yeah.
How could she not be fascinated by him?
I see by the way you're puckering up that you got it.
Tracy Morgan.
It's Tracy Morgan.
Oh, God damn it.
Gail got both.
I got both.
I got nothing.
I got everything.
So close to Tracy.
Well, you wasted a guess on Cat Williams.
If she would have picked Bill Cosby, this fascinating man.
Did he? Didn't he?
Are we not fascinated by this thing?
Good. Just fascinated by all the. How about your fucking boy James Dean is the Bill Cosby of porn now?
Yeah, they're all
woman
coming out.
after woman coming out, saying that he drugged and raped them.
Yeah, I think one porn star came out and said he banged her with a beer bottle, Fatty Arbuckle style.
But all his porn is rape porn.
Yeah, it's all very aggressive.
Yeah. So,
I didn't know you loved James Dean.
Oh yeah, he's great. Yeah,
not the original James.
Oh, I know. He
The one
knows
with
nothing
2
about
E's.
him.
No, he's never heard. He's never heard. Well,
Not familiar with his work.
he does know the bottle without a cause. You know, that's his thing.
Was he in Orgy Masters 7?
Giant cop and East and Eaton. See, I feel like we could just, yeah, I know. You know what? I do this professionally. I just want to point that out to everyone.
And I get it now.
It's hard for me to see you guys through all the Christmas garland. But I got to admit, I kind of like it.
Very Christmassy. The tree looks great, right?
The tree, and then we're surrounded by garland and this fake
grass or something?
Yeah, fake grass. And then this is the Hanukkah section with Hanukkah garland, but we haven't put up the candles yet.
When does that start? When does
I think it's Sunday night, if I'm not crazy here.
I would,
I kind of feel like Gentiles pay more attention to that than Jews do, because I asked Jews about it, and they go, it's not even a big one. But if we're going to do Jewish garland, could we at least make it Jeff Garland?
Please.
Sunday is when Hanukkah begins.
Joe, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I was calling to recommend that if you guys have seen just recently, Nick Offerman had released a video of...
It's up on the iBand. We talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, so just sitting there releasing... my proposal is Chris release one, 45 minutes, popping perks, chain smoking, whatever he needs to do for 45 minutes straight without interaction from other people.
Well, first of all,
he doesn't have
anytime
to
he's
keep
anywhere,
running.
even in a crowd, there's no interaction from other people.
It's going to be him at the Christmas party.
Well, no, he's chasing people down the street when he's scoping, right? So.
Well, today was very odd for you, right, Chris? You were much more aggressive today.
Yeah, well, I decided I'll show everyone the Christmas tree at Rock Center, but Rockefeller Center. But there were so many cops and security guards before I even started scoping. The security guards like, "Sir, you have to get out of here," because I looked strange, I guess.
Everybody else is down there taking pictures.
But they were staring me down, and I was near the.
Well, we do live in a post San Bernardino world. Wait, am I saying that word right?
Bernardino.
What did I say? Bernardino?
Yeah, you forgot a syllable.
Syllable.
Ah.
And then there's all these people taking pictures, and I was like getting into their shots. And one woman started yelling at me, "Sir, do you have a problem, sir?" As I kept moving in front of her as she tried to take a picture of the tree.
And that makes you happy?
She was very angry.
Playboy has picked its final nude centerfold.
Oh.
You don't know this one either.
No, can I guess?
Go ahead.
I'll say coworker Jenny McCarthy.
That would have been a great pick.
Cat Williams.
Joe, when you point out what an asshole he is, I love it.
That's my favorite thing you do.
All right, I'm going to give you the biggest hint ever. The sex symbol of the early 90s.
Carmen Electra?
Yeah, that's the sex symbol of the early 90s. Come on, think. Go ahead, Joe.
Baywatch.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Blonde. Pamela Anderson.
Pamela Anderson.
Ding, ding,
Nice.
ding. It's a good pick. It's a classic.
Do we want to see classic nudes though as the centerfold?
They should run back Sable from the WWE. I remember buying that Playboy. That might have been the last one I actually bought. The
Tori
Sable
Wilson.
one.
Also.
The classic nudes are the best nudes of Playboy.
Yeah, but not after the fact. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm a Joe Montana fan, but I don't want to see him in a game today. I would feel bad if I saw Joe Montana in a game today.
Yeah, they should have got like a Kim Kardashian or a Kylie Jenner. Throw some cash at them for the last
That's
one.
an interesting. Yeah, you've got to play it the way they've always played it to the youngsters.
And to get like a Kylie Jenner, and that's kind of appealing to them because it's you're the last one. You're the last Playboy model.
Apparently, Kylie Jenner is upset that she was not chosen or asked.
Is that right?
There were sources. I never know what that means when they say sources say.
Your sources is actually the source.
Yeah, and she's upset about the fact that she was not picked.
I love the idea. I agree. That would have been a killer. You know, that would have been big. That's what you do. You don't go back. I mean,
I think they should have went all the way back and just found some of those like 50s, 60s, anybody who's still alive.
I'm going to say, if you're going to go in that direction, you go 70s and you go Miss Barbie Benton, who was his girlfriend. And apparently, if you would have went by the pictures, was nude at all the parties when everyone else was wearing clothes.
Now, the first one was Marilyn Monroe, right? It's like her on the red sheets.
Yeah, but he just bought those pictures. He didn't get it.
He didn't.
Somebody else had those pictures, and he bought them.
Now,
that's the great Barbie Benton right there.
Oh, she's a doll.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Well, then she went on like Fantasy Island and Love Boat a lot after that.
Nice.
When you're the centerfold of Playboy, it opens you up so many great fucking gigs.
Walk-on roles.
Now, my favorite is an early one, the Betty Page, and it's the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
That was her. She wasn't, I think she was like second or third cover girl for Playboy. And it's her like trimming the tree, and she's all knelt next to it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, for some reason, they've covered it up. But.
We have that here. Justin Stengel just did this picture in this studio, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah, and she's like doing her like little cheeky wink. It's the best.
She should have made one of the most fascinating people of the year.
Come on, Walters. What are you thinking?
You just call her Walters?
Yeah.
Come on, Walters.
Get your head in the fucking game, Barb.
I wish I could remember the name of this website, but somebody had all of the centerfolds by like throughout the years, every single month. And so me and a bunch of friends all went through and we were just looking up like who was the centerfold, the month and year you were born. It's very cool how it's like you see trends there.
Mine was the Virgin Mary, so that's pretty exciting.
Surprised she agreed to that.
Well, it was a Christmas baby. But anyway, that's it for Playboy. Chris has actually come up with an interesting thing. I don't remember the last time I saw a physical Playboy magazine, which had been, a gigantic part of my youth. And then actually even coming of age, I know it's always been a joke about the Playboy interviews, but that used to be the biggest honor that you could get.
Yeah, those like long, in-depth interviews. The big stars did them.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember in the 90s how everybody felt like when they got an actor studio, interview, it used to be cool. That's what the Playboy interview was about, So
right.
If Steve Martin got a Playboy interview, suddenly you knew that not only had he arrived, he was never going to leave. It was that big of a deal. You know what I mean? You would get it. And it would mean, you're here forever. You're not a flash in the pan.
And that's going to be gone. So weird.
It is gone for you, though. You've already know that it's gone for you.
Yeah. I guess 2000 must have been the last 15 years ago.
Yeah. So really, I mean, you walk to work every day. You don't see a Playboy up in any of the newsstands.
No.
I mean, how are they supposed to do business? They can't do business anymore. People do not read magazines.
People just want Pornhub instead. I mean, has anyone even used it to masturbate to?
But even first of all, stop it at that.
Who's going to masturbate to that?
See, the thing is, you can't be on the air like in a normal conversation. You can only be the weird guy.
I'm 2 hours asleep. My brain feels fucking like soup.
I don't care if you slept through the winter.
I mean, does anyone even masturbate to this anymore?
The shit that you are saying is stuff adults do not say.
I like the idea that was at the executive meeting at Playboy. Who's even masturbating to this anymore? Name one person you know who masturbates to Playboy.
I don't think that their last centerfold is going to get people masturbating. To
I will.
48-year-olds.
I'll do it for old time's sake.
He's a sentimental guy.
I know. That's why he wears his jack rag around his forehead.
Ew, that's what that is?
Yes.
That's
It's a little stiff,
disgusting.
that's And it looks good.
Anyway, the point that we were trying to make is it isn't just because of Pornhub, it's because of the computer itself. The same reason that you don't see people reading a Sports Illustrated, an Esquire, a GQ, a Cosmo. People used to just have magazines. And now they're just, the second anything happens, you read it online.
Even I think about it all the time when I'm on the train as I look around and I would say 4 out of 5 people are on their phones, reading something or watching something. And I remember not that long ago, you would be on the train and everybody would have a newspaper or a magazine. And that was the whole train.
Yeah,
or a book.
The computer has affected every single business that existed before. TV, Nielsen's just put out a thing that is cutting into people's viewing time. And even most of the time when people are viewing TV, they're also either texting or tweeting at the same time. Like, you don't just watch Saturday Night Live, you tweet about how pissed off you are because the last fucking sketch wasn't as funny as John Belushi was 40 years ago. That's become this angry tweet fest.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Hashtag suck my dick, SNL.
And then if they like something, they explode and fucking unbelievable. It trends immediately. But that's how the world has changed. It's just about your fucking phone now. Everything is your phone.
I remember, I think in Japan, they were saying that people, like, this was like 10 years ago or something, they were saying that no one has, like, desktop computers anymore. I thought that was crazy. I thought it was, like, crazy that everyone's just using their phone. But now it's fucking true everywhere now.
It looks crazy if you see a desktop computer in a home.
What is that?
Right? What is that ancient artifact that you
shut
have
in
there?
Have you been in the outside world?
How do you carry that around with you everywhere? You can't. What's the point?
It doesn't stick to your body like glue. It's not a part of you like a cyborg would have. The fact that we will have like a computer screen on our eye, which, they goofed around a little bit with Google Glass, and we weren't ready for the idea, like the original virtual realities from back in the 90s. But we do know that at a certain point you'll just be watching fucking things in your eyeball.
They're trying to rebrand Google Glass as a headband. Instead of
well, you're in then, aren't you?
Oh, I want that Google headband. And virtual reality is becoming like a thing now. This Oculus Rift headset that Facebook bought for like $1 billion. And they're saying that when it goes out to for consumers, it's going to fucking change everything.
Now, last night's must-see TV was what, Chris Stanley?
That was Lions Packers.
You would think.
Yeah.
Was not.
What?
It was The Wiz. Everybody was talking about The Wiz while people like you and me and Joey Jojo were watching the Lions Packers and the greatest comeback in the history of the NFL.
No.
And it just not only put a spear through the heart of the Lions, it went straight through and into the heart of the Vikings.
No, what?
Ending their season. So
we're in first place still.
What happened when you went up against the Packers?
We lost.
Stop.
But
stop.
Okay.
I like it when you just tell the truth.
And don't try to feed us your Minnesota bullshit.
So while we're watching that, other people are watching The Wiz.
The live one, right? It was a live broadcast.
Yeah, live.
And I think the numbers prove nobody beats The Wiz.
Nobody beats them.
Nobody.
I'm The Wiz.
Now, I don't know. Probably the numbers will show that the game won. I mean, how could it not win?
It's the goddamn Packers.
I couldn't even sit through the first Wiz. The one with Diana Ross and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And yet, for some reason, if you were to believe Twitter and NBC, the once-a-year NBC thing, because last year everybody hated the Peter Pan.
Oh, I forgot that was the one.
Well, Tinkerbell ate out the ass of Peter Pan, I believe.
What?
Wait, do I have that confused with a girls episode? I gotta do both sides of this. Who's even masturbating to that anymore?
Not me.
The original Wiz scared me because Diana Ross was she was so thin in that, and then she was so frantic, and she was always crying.
It was the Coke days.
Yeah, she was running around. She's oh my god, and she was making all this kind of frantic, scared noises, and it really disturbed me.
Yeah, that was her freaked out Coke days. You weren't going to be able to do anything about it. The little Michael Jackson wasn't yet as big as he was going to become. He was awkward Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he was that very
he wasn't
strange
even
in between.
Against the wall yet, or whatever he was. What's that called?
Off the wall.
Off the wall. Not against the wall.
It should be, though.
I'm thinking against the wall, motherfucker.
The Wiz just confused me as a child. I remember watching it, and I was just confused and weirded out.
But supposedly the breakout star of this, the one that had everybody talking, former guest on this show, David Allen Greer.
Dag
himself.
I love David Allen Greer.
It. If you're to believe what people twit and tweet.
Now he played the Lion
Lion King, I believe he played.
Okay.
Yeah, if you Google David Allen Greer, the first thing that comes up is The Wiz. Even before you finish David Allen Greer, it's all anyone's talking about.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing that's ever happened to the world.
It's the biggest thing that's ever happened to Dag, that's for sure.
Well, he was in, I believe, was it called The Educated Man or something with Eddie Murphy, the distinguished gentleman, something he was in. He's done some shit, Dag.
I feel like Dag is beloved.
Yeah.
He is loved.
He's also a handful when he pops in.
Yeah.
He's a handful. Who did he piss off so bad?
Tommy John again.
Oh, yeah. So Tommy John again doesn't know him. And he's one of those performers that the whole time he's talking, he's making fun of the person next to him. And it's all in the spirit of fun. Jonathan really started to get a red ass over it, you know? Just being like, really? That's what you say, my friend. You know?
So we have a problem?
That's That's according to you. Okay? You don't speak for everybody. It was very fucking funny. It was really one of my favorite shows.
It was, I think,
because Jonathan is fucking funny when he's not attempting even to be funny.
If he's pissed.
Jonathan pissed, I'm not taking this anymore, is one of the funniest things that you could see.
I think Dag was giving him shit, like busting his balls about raising his kids, like how Jonathan deals with his kids.
No, he was just busting balls. It was nothing specific, you know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't have felt that way 5 minutes before or after, but he was on the air and attempting to, you know, dag it up a little bit. Now he's the Cowardly Lion. He's got the entire country talking, except for anyone who saw that Rogers the Rogers fucking 61-yard fucking laser
bomb
ending a season not only for the Lions but for the Vikings.
No way. We're gonna win Sunday.
You have Terry Bridgewater as your quarterback.
It's Teddy Bridgewater. Pepper.
Who cares? Aaron Rodgers is the only guy that fucking matters.
What kind of name is Bridgewater? You don't want fucking water on your bridge, and you don't want your bridge in the water. It's a fucking ridiculous name.
Why didn't their parents call him Troubled? That would have been fucking perfect.
Well, they would have had to call them over.
Bridgewater.
Yeah, Chris.
That's probably why they didn't do it. It didn't fucking fit.
I still would have done it if I was his parents. You're a little trouble.
Scatamooch says, I remember years ago, Ron was in an article in Playboy, Girls on the Radio. Yes, I was. Well, actually, I wasn't in the article. I was in the picture.
What's up, Scatamooch?
Scatamooch. Is it me, or does Stanley sound better on 2 hours of sleep?
I feel crazy, I'll tell you that much. I feel like my brain is about to leak out of my fucking ear.
That's nothing to brag about. Why didn't you sleep?
I have no idea. After that game, I thought I was just gonna fade off into slumber, and I just couldn't fucking sleep.
You know why? Because you drink 8 gallons of fucking Red Bull a day.
And that's what I'm doing right now to keep myself, you know,
wired and stupid.
It's a taurine. I think it's a taurine that's making me, you know, sharp. It's a great product.
You are sharp. Very
Thank
sharp
you.
today.
Harvey Weinstein has alerted people, and in particular the Golden Globes, that Hateful Eight is a comedy and should be nominated as such.
That's weird. Does he just want to dominate the category?
I guess Harvey also has things in other categories. So
Right.
he doesn't, you know.
He doesn't want them playing off each other.
He doesn't want anything to get in the way of Carol. But I do laugh very hard at Tarantino movies.
Yeah, I would agree with that. He's a very funny writer. There's always funny scenes.
Yet it's not purely a comedy, but it's also not purely a drama. You know what I mean? It's a Tarantino film is what it is.
I mean, more often, I think funny things happen than seriously dramatic things. He has tense moments. That's for sure. I think that if you lined up all of the comedy versus all of the drama, I bet you would probably find more comedy.
I don't know. See, I see scenes in his movies, some of them that just fucking break my heart, some that shock me.
I mean, the scene where in Jackie Brown, when he gets thrown in the trunk of the car. I mean, that's fucking straight up drama. Chris Tucker.
When he fucking just shoots and he kills Chris Tucker, I hated Sam Jackson for like 2 years after that.
He's a real piece of shit.
And let me tell you, when Bill died from Kill Bill, I was choked. That fucking scene where you're telling someone that has even killed you that you're my favorite person, you know, that thing in love where you just can't line it up, but it doesn't mean that the obsession isn't there. And even when you're not, I mean, and then she's lying on the floor crying. The only reason why she did that is because she had a kid. That's the only reason. She looked at the kid and said, I can't have him near this person I love. That's fucking incredible. That metaphor is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And most people have lived it. at some point. Being in love with someone that they cannot be with is, if you haven't done that, you probably haven't lived much of a life. That's all I'm saying about it. So I would never say that he's not dramatic, but at the same time, he's hysterical. Now, you know who disagrees with me?
Who?
Cops.
They disagree with you on a lot.
Yeah, you're right about that.
What's their problem?
But on Tarantino in particular. Let's stop acting like I know you're mad at him, but you can't say that he's shitty.
I think they're going to turn before Christmas. I mean, they have a couple more weeks.
Well, they're not going to do it publicly. Like, maybe they'll go out and sneak and see it. But I don't think they're going to say, we retract our statement. We're all going to see that movie, and we're very excited about it.
Joey Jojo is going to see Creed. I don't know whether, because I know you're underground during the scope. And guess who his date is?
Oh, my gosh, you have a date?
Yeah, hot date.
Is it Freak Nasty? Is she back?
No, but
No.
she did text me the other day.
What'd she say?
She said, hey, I miss you. And I said, oh, this boat's done sailed. Well, I didn't say that. I just said
I hope you did, though.
But in your mind while you were taping, like, hey, you don't have to miss me. I'm still around.
Miss you.
Yeah.
Is it Rufio?
It's not Rufio. It's Vito.
What?
Vito and I.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
my
weird.
God, that's
Yeah.
so sweet.
We're going to have a nice Creed party. And
You
if you
guys-
guys want to join us at the theater in Union Square here in New York, we'll be seeing, I don't know, maybe the 5 o'clock showing. Around that time.
Again, I'm going to say the same thing to you that I said to the Wiz. There's fucking football on.
I know.
I got Red Zone. I got 4 p.m. games to fucking watch.
There's 4?
I think there's 4 this week.
There was only 2 last week.
That was bullshit.
Thursday fucked everything up.
Like, this isn't moving fast enough for me, Scott Hansen.
He made a big deal when he went to the single box.
You go that all the time. You're dying out there, Hansen.
Zach said my favorite funny moments from any movie is De Niro killing Bridget Fonda and Jackie Brown. I think De Niro fucking Bridget Fonda was one of the funniest fucking scenes ever.
It just cuts to it.
Yeah, just like what was it, like 30 seconds later. Haas, the person that I, quite frankly, won for on Doug Love's Movie, said the role of the Lion in The Wiz was huge for David Allen Greer. How did Dag nab it? Hashtag puns, hashtag lame, hashtag The Wiz, hashtag Bennington.
He's punny, that Husp.
Is he?
Well, he had that
Gary-
great sign.
Gary
I'd say
movie.
pun full. Yeah, that does seem to be his deal. I like to see Haas be the new naked art person in the box.
Do it, Hosp.
Do it! Fucking get in the box! Take your pants off! Get in the box! Piss!
Shit.
Oh, God. You're disgusting.
That's what's happening in that box. That art
So
guy.
one of the things that happened.
That's the most interesting thing to me about it.
You're a fucking yellow boy.
You like that yellow discipline. That's you. That's why you are always wearing that yellow bandana in your back pocket.
Got to fly the flag.
Look how they shine for you. Hey, somebody made a new trailer for Batman versus Superman and made it far better than the trailer that was put out by, I guess, DC, or who's in charge? Who's the
I think
studio
it's
in charge?
Warner Brothers. I believe Warner Brothers.
WB then.
Yeah. Yeah, they cut about a minute out of the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't give away all the last half hour of the movie in it. It's great. It's just
They didn't give away the monster.
Yeah, they didn't give away the monster. They didn't have fucking Wonder Woman stopping anything. They had a quick shot of her, and they didn't give away. Because there's another character from the Superman movie that shows up. I think Michael Shannon shows up for a second in the original trailer. They take that out and they make it a better, more concise trailer. Where the guy who did this, Kevin, should be making these trailers for Warner Brothers.
Thanks, Kevin.
Why are you so angry?
Because this trailer I was kind of looking forward to it because it was like the Frank Miller story. Now it's crap. There's no reason to go see this movie.
Well, then you're not going to go with Vito and JoJo?
Chris,
No.
come on.
You know what I feel bad about? You guys didn't invite Chris.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why didn't you?
I got the fucking shaft all day long.
I know, but
Ew.
we see all the time.
Maybe
Ouch.
he is right about that. And plus, Chris, you don't fit in with the behind the glass crew.
Yeah.
I fit in. I'm a cool dude. I got a Periscope show.
First of all, the fact that you're calling them cool dudes goes to show how fucking lame you are.
Thanks,
cool
Chris.
Yeah.
You guys wish I was going to Creed with you.
It's more
Okay.
of a founders thing. That
Joe
we're doing.
grew up in Fargo.
Yeah.
Chris, face it, you're not a dude behind the glass.
I used to be a dude behind the glass.
Yeah, you
Dude
were.
behind the glass.
That's when you were friends with Earl and Dave. Who else was behind there with you? Lily?
Lily was Pitsy, going all the way back. And then your Pips. Now I just use that room as my fart box.
Oh.
But that's what you called your asshole.
That's the fart box depository.
We actually should just scope him behind the glass for fucking 5 days.
You can't leave.
Until Monday.
Well, he can't. All he can do is leave about 15 or 16 hours a day. And that's it.
How does he do it?
Yeah.
Except for Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah. And then you're out for 48 of those hours. What do we got? 2 weeks before
2 weeks from
winter
today.
break?
Yeah.
Also, 2 weeks before the Star Wars movies comes out. That comes out.
Yes,
2 weeks
same
today.
day. Same day as
Yeah.
winter break.
Yeah.
18th.
I'll be there by myself. I don't want you guys.
You already have your ticket? Because
You
if
have
not,
the-
you ain't going.
Really? It's all
Yeah.
sold out?
Yes.
What about like a nice matinee, like in the middle of the day type?
They did this online.
I thought I'd
Yeah.
still get in first day.
It's a children's movie. Do you think the matinee is going to be wide open?
How long till you can just get in there without any problem? Because I would like to go see it in the theater.
I think you're looking at a week.
A week?
Yeah.
The spoils, though, will be everywhere.
So what? It's what are you really there for? Fucking Star Wars for the story?
Well, I feel like it's not normally, something I would be into. So if you're taking away, like, surprises or excitement, like, I'm really not going to be invested.
Well, what's the surprise that you haven't heard already? Jar Jar Binks?
Oh, please let him be in it.
Oh,
I heard that he's the fucking Dark Sith or something, and people went back and proved it. Yeah, there's something that proved that it was never Palpatine or whatever. It was always Jar Jar Binks. And that Jar Jar Binks, the fucking Palpatine was Jar Jar Binks' fucking bitch. And that fucking weirded everybody. That's why everybody didn't understand what he was doing. He was hiding in plain sight.
Crazy Rasta alien was a fucking Sith Lord? Doesn't make any sense.
Your racism makes me fucking sick.
Wasn't mine, it was Lucas's.
That's doubly fucking sick to attack him.
how could you?
You won't know.
I
You
thought
know
he was
what?
your hero.
He was.
First of all, he made those movies long before you were born. Those movies have nothing to do with you. You get to own nothing from them. That'd be like me saying they fucking ruined Gone with the Wind. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, I'm going to see it too. But here's the thing. Maybe you should try to get out of town and see it.
Well, that's a good idea.
Go to the fucking Poconos.
I'll go to
Yeah.
Yonkers. I'll go to Yonkers to check it out.
Yonkers is still a pretty fucking busy place, dude.
It's as far out as I usually get.
Is that as far as north as you've been? Far south of Staten Island?
Pretty much. Yonkers is upstate to me. It's like, oh, that's up there.
I know
Huh?
everybody in my neighborhood calls it upstate.
Yeah.
They go like, he's going upstate for a couple of days to Westchester.
Yeah.
I go, do you know how fucking big the state is?
Well, Westchester's the top, right? It's upstate.
Substate from here.
There's a lot of fucking room above Albany
Yeah.
in this fucking state. Albany's about halfway deep into the state. When you get to the top of New York, you could throw a rock to Montreal. That's how fucking far up it goes.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, when I go to Lake George, I feel like I'm so up there, but you still
Well,
have some room.
What's that other lake? The giant fucking lake.
Huron? Ontario?
Ron, you fucking maniac. No one's talking about a great lake like that. We're saying a big lake.
Oh, okay. Seneca. Cayuga.
No, where Lake Placid is, you maniacs.
I don't know.
There's a big lake up by Rochester.
All right, Shane Lenman said, wonder if Pepper used the Pony Express to deliver my signed T-shirt. Still don't have it.
I'll check the tracking right now. Shane.
Hashtag Scope Bros.
All right, good man.
Are you thinking Champlain?
I don't know. I'm thinking of Barry Champagne, my favorite fucking talk show host of all time. We're watching him do tracking as we sit here.
Just tracking that UPS number.
He won. He was the dude who won. What did he win?
He won a signed Scope Bros t-shirt. He's Scope Bro number 1.
For what?
For when we trended with hashtag Scope Bros.
Oh, okay. That was a long time ago then, dude. You should feel fucking embarrassed of yourself.
I'm going to view my history.
Please do.
And don't worry about taking a huge amount of time. It's just radio.
Yeah.
We've only fucking bought a satellite to do this.
A precious satellite that hangs in space.
There's a lot of things that went out. All right. I'm looking at it right now. Mm-hmm. It says it's on delivery for today.
Why would it take so long if he won when we trended?
I overnighted it.
When? Last night?
No, not
you got to
last night.
overnight it when it happens, not 2 weeks later.
It's been overnighted.
Do you know when you sent it?
Build on.
Today? That makes no sense. What the fuck are they doing? What are you doing? You sent it out this morning, and now you're acting shocked.
I did not send it out this morning.
Let me guess. If I had to talk, who made the mistake? You or this billion-dollar company? I'm going to say you.
It's coming, Shane. You're my number 1 Scope, bro. And you're going to have a signed shirt.
Mark, Jersey.
By the way, Ronnie, I just went on a road trip from Jersey to Montreal. It's Lake Champlain. Gorgeous ride through the Beautiful. I could fucking drive for 9 hours and not care.
I know. It's amazing up there.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite places. Yeah, Gail just said that a second ago. You know, when we came back to Montreal, Chris and Joe were both sleeping the whole way, but we flew, and it seemed to me like 150 yards above. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go up high. Above that lake, that mirror was mirroring back up at us. It was stunning. It was one of the most beautiful rides. We just follow the fucking Hudson all the way down, and these guys are just fucking sleeping their asses off.
Yeah, we were out cold. We were sleeping on each other, actually. I woke up and Joe's head was on my shoulder.
Yeah.
You guys are close.
Is that how you remember it?
Yeah, his shoulder is his nickname for his dick. Let's see. The landlord invited the media into the killer's homes. Of course he would. It's just a TV show now, right? By the way, I just saw this pop up. Trump is bigger than ever. Go look up those numbers for me. John in North Carolina.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Ron, that Barry Champlain reference, I'm going to die laughing all day thinking about it. And that movie, I really do like it as a listener. But I'm just curious for you, how is it as far as a radio atmosphere?
Well, here's the deal. You could take every great call I've ever had in my life and shove it into that movie, and Barry Champlain would still beat me. That's the difference. That you're really not in. Most radio is not you sitting there dealing with the best callers ever. Now, best callers in my entire life, NEW, New York City. They were crazy. They were hilarious. They just couldn't be beat. It always makes people mad when I say that, but I'm not going to fucking lie in my life.
Now, would you say that was during the late show at the night shift?
I worked a couple different shifts there, and they were always great. They were just fucking wild people, and they were hilarious. Now, when I worked in Florida, I got asked to play Skinner more than any other place I ever did.
Play Skinner?
My mom passed away late last night, and you just knew it was coming. She had stomach cancer. Took her 8 months before, screaming, before she finally put it down. Could you get some Freebird on it? Dedicated to Dora. the bird. Let the bird fly, boys. We were like, okay. Well, we just played it fucking 15 minutes ago, but here's Freebird again. It was always somebody died in a motorcycle accident, someone was shot by their father-in-law, whatever. They would tell this story, and then it would always end up, could you get Freebird on? They loved fucking your Freebird down there.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's almost worth the funeral for them.
There has never been a funeral without Freebird playing.
Yeah. On the flip side, we do get to listen to Freebird today, so
I was
that's
just
good.
like, yeah. I was just like, can someone please request Give Me 3 Steps?
Trump is at 36%. Ted Cruz is at 16%. Carson at 14% and Rubio at 12%. So,
All right, hold on. Tell us who put out this poll.
this is CNN.
And is this a national poll, or is it Iowa? Is it New Hampshire? What are we looking at?
This is a CNN ORC poll.
Of just Republicans.
Just Republicans. Yes,
Okay.
and independents.
So a national poll, Donald Trump at 36%. And who's second?
Cruz at 16%.
Wow.
All right, give us next.
Ben Carson at 14%.
He's dropped like a fucking rock.
Yeah.
I think what got to him was two things. He didn't really try to stab his mom, and saying that the fucking pyramids were just giant silos. All right, and next.
And Marco Rubio at 12%.
Nobody wants Rubio.
You can't give us Rubio after we've had a year of Trump. Now, everyone kept saying that Trump was going to start fast and burn out. Here we are in December, and it's growing. You got to give us Trump.
Yeah. For the entertainment alone, imagine a world where they pick Rubio?
No.
Marco Snoozio is what I'm going to call
That's
him.
a good one. I'm just going to tell this to the Republican Party. We want the Trump. Got to have that Trump. We want the Trump. Got to have that Trump. We're going to turn this mother out. And that's something the Republicans have. You can't tease us like this.
No.
Are they fucking with us? Is this really what's happening? Are they just fucking with our heads with this Trump thing? Are they making up these polls?
Wait. Johnny Subplay said this. I work in logistics. UPS build on means Stanley created label, but UPS driver hasn't scanned it yet. Package has not been sent.
Jesus.
It's sitting in New York.
Oh, no. Is that true?
I don't know.
What was your big Trump story, Gail, that you sent in between all your concerts?
In between my concerts, my many concerts, Trump was at a rally in Virginia, I believe, and took the moment to hoist a small boy up to a microphone so he can deliver the adorable question.
There he is. Let's just take a listen.
Yeah.
Please turn the sound up.
Go ahead. Okay, a young man. Come on, young guy.
So, you're going to build the wall? What's it going to be made out of?
Oh. Hey, that's a good question. Lift him up here. Bring him up here. Come on. Come on. So cute. Come on up here. Come on up. Come here. This is such a great question. Ready? Are you ready?
What are the walls going to be made of? Hello?
Go ahead. Ask the question.
What are the walls going to be made out of?
That might be the best question I get today. I'll tell you what it's going to be made of. It's going to be made of hardened concrete, and it's going to be made out of rebar and steel. And, you know, it's so easy. That's what I do. I mean, that's what I do. You ever see parking plank where they set plank and it goes 90 feet long? You know how long 90 feet? If you're 90 feet up, you don't want to come down. You want to come down very gently. Did you ever see the walls they build now? They're this high and they drive trucks.
Stop it there. First of all, two things happen. First of all, he gets the kid to ask the strange question.
Bizarre.
And then he also gives the kid a little kiss on the back of the head, which is certainly true of a man of his age. Joe Biden will do the same thing with a child. And I remember my uncles would always just feel free to kiss babies and small children, boys or girls.
Yes.
They would just kiss you.
Right on the head. They're into that and the hair tussling.
Yeah, a lot of hair tussling and the occasional, I'm going to squeeze the shit out of you. That's what they would say to you. I love you so much, I'm going to squeeze the shit out of you. But that little kid, what is the wall going to be made out of?
He's also way too big for that talk.
How do we transport the Jews to the camps? How's that going to happen?
Well, that's an excellent question, young man. Trains.
We're going to
Trains made of steel.
Cattle cars.
Pack them into cattle cars and then push them straight through into the camp that they're never going to come out of.
Forced labor.
That's fucking...
He's got to be the next president.
What are we going to bomb Pearl Harbor with? Oh, great question. Let them out here.
Kamikaze.
Did you say kamikaze?
Kamikaze. Why is that kid talking baby talk? He's huge
That
for
kid's
that.
adorable. And that's all he cares about is this giant fucking wall that he can take a look at.
A very awkward way he picked him up, too.
I've never been left before someone to dead sell this.
Just holding him up.
Bring this kid up here.
A racist was born.
Someday you and your generation will have to ask, what is a Mexican? You will have never seen it yourself. 36%, huh?
Still
if
no.
they give us anybody but Trump, it's fucking crazy.
There better be a riot at that convention.
By the way, and I want you to be honest about this. Is Hillary running for anything? When's the last time you've seen this woman?
I haven't seen any of them.
I haven't seen a Democrat in months.
They're not even in this race. Why are they laying so low? What's going on with them?
They're not interested.
They don't know what they're doing.
Is this like a tortoise in the hare kind of idea?
That's the idea. Well, what they're doing, I guess, is Bernie Sanders has no chance in fucking hell of winning. I mean, just literally zero chance. So Hillary must be thinking, I'm saving every dime I have for next summer.
And she also might be thinking, if I go out, it's probably going to hurt me more than anything else.
Oh, yeah. Every time she opens her mouth, it's a bad thing.
It's fucking hammered.
She knows that. She knows. Because she's like, come here, little boy. What was the question you were going to ask me? Hillary Clinton. She doesn't know how humans act and talk. My plan is a simple one. To take the money from your mom and dad and move that into various parts of the country to people you don't know. And then help them buy assault rifles. By the way, did you see the fucking artillery that a terrorist was able to buy in this country?
Yeah, he had like 5,000 rounds of ammunition or something. Pipe bombs. He had multiple pipe bombs.
He had all kinds of shit in that fucking house.
How does this happen? Why is
You don't buy pipe bombs. You got to make them.
Yeah. But yeah, he had a bunch of guns. He had thousands of rounds of ammunition.
5,000.
Ridiculous.
Nobody asked him a fucking question.
And he's going back and forth. His wife's going to Pakistan, Saudi Arabia.
And he's like, yeah. And then his thing was, the guy, remember from the gun store, he says, what is the best scope to look at American citizens through? What is the best gun to kill masses of amount of people in a mall, school, Christian church? What do you have?
Well, this model right here is just fantastic.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know why these other... See, the amount of Republicans that should have dropped out by now is at least half. But they're not, because they, like Chris Christie believes that this Trump is going to fall out and there's going to be 36% of the vote that he can make a run at. But Trump hasn't fallen. He said some pretty crazy shit. And the American people are like, I don't give a fuck. Let's do this. Let's do it.
Like that first month, every single day there was crazy Trump shit coming out. Every day. Maybe a few times a day. He was saying something totally insane.
I don't know what he could say.
The last couple of months.
I don't think you're paying attention to the news because not a week goes by he doesn't say stuff that would fuck up and derail other people. I mean, he just said the thing that he saw people dancing around in Jersey City, and even all the other Republicans said, that's crazy. You didn't see that with your eyes. And he's spiked up since then.
Yeah. I don't think that there is anything that he could say.
Now, here's the deal. They said the media has bored of him, so he's moved over to Periscope, and he's doing these crushing Scrope Bro shows.
What?
Seriously, they call him the #1 Scope Bro.
No.
Really?
Nope, I'm the #1 Scope Bro.
Chris, how did you let this happen?
I'm the Scope Bro, not Donald Trump.
But yeah, he just pops in, and he does the message directly to, there goes your man Liam, just walked by. The man who gave you
the man who hooked it up.
birthday present ever. Was that your birthday present? Part of it?
It was part of it, but it wasn't the present, but it was in celebration of his birthday.
Oh, I would have loved that. That was my favorite band.
Yeah.
Chris, what's your favorite band? Radiohead?
Coldplay's moving up there.
You fucking love Coldplay.
They're better than Radiohead, that's for sure.
You know, I didn't know that you felt that way. I feel like
Chris Martin has 2 working eyes. Sorry, Tom York.
I'm gonna give you 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Give us 5 bands that Coldplay is better than.
Okay, they're better than Radiohead. They're better than U2.
2.
They're better than, let's see, they're better than the White Stripes.
3.
They're better than the Pixies.
4.
And they're better than Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
There's 5. That's 5 bands that Coldplay is better than.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's just 5. You know, that's just, that's off the, that's.
I'm going to give you another one now.
Okay.
5 movies that Coldplay is better than.
It's better than Goodfellas. It's better than Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
It's better than Rushmore.
Right.
It's better. Let's see, what else is it better than? It's better than Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Okay, that's 5 altogether.
Yeah.
I was going to count Kill Bill 1 and 2 as the same thing.
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
That's wrong. There's 2 different movies that came out. Time in between. And I'm going to give you one more.
Okay.
5 Catholic saints that Coldplay is better than.
Oh, God, better than Anthony? Better.
Well, what if you lose stuff? You're going to pray to fucking Coldplay?
Yeah.
Chris Martin, hallowed be thy name. I lost my keys. Where are they? Tell me.
My mom used to say, pray to St. Anthony to find that.
Better than St. Jude, by far.
One who takes care of hopeless cases and sick babies.
Yeah.
St. Jude's is one of the reasons to be proud of the United States of America.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody has ever paid $1 that went there. Remember that the next time that you're just calling fucking Catholic priests a bunch of fucking kid touches.
Right?
Yeah, sometimes they touch kids with medicine.
They're healing touches too, people, not just molesting. Come on.
The more you help, the rest of us.
So many great saints are better than. It's better than St. Christopher. That guy's barely a saint, though.
Well, he didn't exist, that's all. It wasn't that he was bad at it. He just wasn't real. Yes, Jill. Jill, we got you? She's gone.
Jill.
Scott, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going? I just wanted to ask you if you had heard about Trump signing a woman's rack at a recent rally.
No, I haven't heard anything about that. That sounds like urban myth. That sounds like it belongs, like it's a Snope bro. We'll be able to deal with that.
No, it's confirmed. He signed a woman's breast at a recent rally, and I'll let you go. But
All right, I'm looking at the picture of it. I'm going to say this. He signed above her breast.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, above her breast, but she had him sign her breast. But that little kid at the rally sounds like could be the child of Army Man.
I love that kid, though.
Good work, kid. He signed the clavicle. He did the same thing for Romo.
That's a clavicle signature for sure.
Would you sign my clavicle?
Oh.
Happy birthday, Mr. Trump.
She's loving it, too. Look at that gaze she's
I
giving
want
him.
you, all kidding aside, do you think Trump's going to win?
All kidding aside, I think that there was a time where I thought that there was no possible way he could win, and that time has passed. I think that there is actually a world where this could happen, and we might be living in said world.
We do live in that world. Let me tell you, if Trump doesn't win, I'm going to look like the Home Alone kid in front of my fucking TV. I might do that anyway.
It's so cute.
Yeah. And that kid is in the U.S. Senate right now. No one ever even knows
What?
that. Yeah. That little kid grew up to be a senator.
Macaulay?
Yeah.
For what state? I didn't even know this.
Florida. He's a junior senator from Florida.
Shit. I respect him a lot more now.
You didn't respect him before?
I was like, oh, he's okay.
I thought we were all going to laugh because Mark Rubio is the junior senator.
Moron.
I thought we were all going to be laughing. Like, he's Mark Rubio.
Oh, I didn't realize that's...
You know what? Well, first of all, you've never been to Florida, so you shouldn't have to worry about that, Gail.
I don't.
Second of all, Chris hasn't slept much. Third of all, that's the smallest person ever to wear a football jersey.
Thank you.
He's a fucking smack-talking bitch, too, isn't he?
Oh, God, he's just the fucking worst.
He's a smack-talking bitch. Stay away from him. I better break here.
Yeah.
Bennington.
Crowd the plate, and he'll put one in your ear. It's Bennington on Raw Dog 99, Sirius XM's Comedy Club.
With the scope, bros.
The Scout Bros. Big hit song on the Bennington Show. Done by Scope Joe.
Double steps.
Scope Bros are out in full force today.
Oh, yeah.
And up on the iBang, you will see people wearing their super cool Christmas Scope Bros shirt in the Scope Bros roll call. Chris, let's go through some of the people.
These are my beautiful Scope Bros.
Mm-hmm.
As Toko.
Yeah.
Look at this lovely lady.
Yeah, she is
Oh,
lovely.
she's lovely.
She's a Scope sister, I guess. I guess that's the official term.
Well, you know, just like we told Joe earlier that you can't use comedians when talking about a female comedian, I honestly think you can be a woman and a Scope Bro. I mean, this isn't some He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Oh, God, no. No misogyny on Periscope.
No. So she's a Scope Bro. What's her name?
That's as Toko. AZ Toko. Or AZ to Colorado, maybe.
Arizona to Colorado, AZ
to CO. It took me about 5 times to figure that
Wait,
out.
what was the first one you called her? AZ Coco?
AZ Toko? As Toko?
Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
As Toko?
Here's Doug in Salt Lake. A little easier on my brain. He's a Scope Bro, and he's a musician.
That's very cool. That guitar is beautiful, man.
Hell yeah. Oh, here's Happy Pappy 816.
Why does his look purple?
Yeah, it does look purple.
He put a filter on it.
If he's a chubby hubby, then he's a happy pappy. Flintstones. Hashtag Flintstones.
Oh, here's Weird on Hi-Fi with his child in a Scope Bro t-shirt.
That's pretty cool.
Send out to
Little
Chris.
Scope Bro.
Yeah, they're making a nice Christmas for everybody.
I like
Oh,
that.
that's beautiful.
They're the Stangl brothers of their world. Actually, it's the E-Rock who did all the work, and the Stangls are just saying, this has to be done, E-Rock. You can't sleep every day.
That kid's gonna have the best Christmas ever thanks to that Scope Bros t-shirt.
And I believe that man bought the only small we've sold. That's how we sold out of smalls.
Here's Dining Room Radio with a smoke, some shades, and a Scope Bros t-shirt.
That's a solid Scope Bro right
Yeah,
there.
it is.
Yeah.
That's a good
He's
look.
got the full look down.
He's throwing the thumbs up. That looks
Yeah,
good
that's
too.
really cool.
I like that. Good work, bro. Scope Bro. Colby Lord. He's got looks like a glass of water, or probably gets vodka.
I like the fucking hat, too, because he looks like he's driving a taxi.
It's a good look. And he really looks like he'd be a bro. He really does. He looks like he
does.
could be a good buddy.
That guy would fucking back you up if some shit went down.
Oh, fuck yeah. Here's Sam Mercado with shades, a smoke, and doing the gun hand signal.
Looking good, Sam.
The other guy was drinking Tito's, too, by the way. You don't even know.
Perfect. You're a perfect scope, bro.
But that's pretty cool right there, doing the gun.
Yeah. I like your shades too, bro. Okay. Here's Cabby Patty. Blowing out a big
If he's a caddy patty, then he's a chubby hubby.
Hashtag Flintstones.
Hashtag Flintstones. Hashtag Jetsons suck.
And he declared that Christmas came early with his Scope Bros t-shirt. It did.
Hashtag rock and steel, too. Is he vaping or smoking?
It looks like a vape cloud, to be honest. But that could be smoke. You don't see a lot of people smoking indoors anymore. Oh, here's Cascara de Plat. She's a Scope Bro.
She's rocking a Gail Ann, big glasses.
She is, yeah. I wear a lot of headscarves as well.
You do. You should wear one for the GPS.
Maybe I will.
Yeah.
Perhaps I will.
She says, I look incredible, meaning herself, not me. It's a good shirt, though.
It looks great on her.
Loving it.
Will Bozarth with a Kramer action figure and a Scope Bros t-shirt.
Maybe our toughest Scope Bro.
I would say this, our most Manson-y Scope Bro that we have. He does everything new, man. Everything is coming at you new.
I'm on the
Everything
precipice.
new is brand new. Like,
I'm on the precipice of reality. What?
Yeah, like I'm moving this way and that way.
Here's Fletcher.
Fletcher's like our emo guy.
Yeah. Everybody needs one emo,
I
bro.
gotta have an emo, bro.
I like that he's picking up the shirt like he's like a classy baller. I like that.
know he is
before.
classy.
I'm like,
Check this out.
Check out the Scope Bro.
That's what's up.
You know what? If the Scope Bros ever get a band, he's going to be playing keyboards. I'm sure of it.
Definitely.
Fuck yeah.
Never making eye contact.
We got Matt Hankins.
Is he at the
He's
He's at the gym, and he looks like he's ready to win the Scope Bro championship.
Take it home. Take it home, Scope Bro, Matt Hankins. You're looking fucking great.
Yeah, I know.
Looking real tough.
Here's Tim Knight.
Tim Knight.
He's a KC fan. His KC World Champs hat on and a Scope Bros t-shirt.
Congratulations, Tim Knight.
Cool beard.
Yeah, it is a great look.
Here's Stu from O-Town. I like that.
Rocking it.
Yeah.
I see some pills in the background too.
Nice.
Perk it up, Scope Bro.
Perk it up, perk it up.
Perk it up.
Here comes Bees on the Sack. With a cool jacket and a hat with a Scope Bros t-shirt.
All the Scope Bros fans are up on the iBank today. Chris Stanley doing the roll call of his bros.
I love you.
Hey, Chris, this is really must be weird for you. I mean, you're walking around with your phone like an idiot all day, but here's the actual people that are watching you.
These are real Scope Bros.
Yeah,
this is real, okay?
This is real.
This
is, well, not this,
no, this is fake.
But this is real. Real. You're real. They're real. Scope Bros are real.
These are my tangible Scope Bros.
We ought to do a thing where you go out and spend a day with each Scope Bro.
Would you do it?
I'm there.
You stay overnight. You eat with them.
Whether you want it or not, Scope Bros, I'm
if
there.
they have chores to do, you're part of it.
Oh, I don't like that part. I don't want to take out garbage.
I like anybody pointing at this shirt, too.
Yeah, it's like, hey, look, we're Scope Bros. Yeah. This is our Fair Weather 31.
I love that all the Scope Bros rock the hat, they rock the shades.
And those shades are some dark shades. I mean, those are fucking Ray Charles shades.
Yeah, I think they're polarized, too, so he's doing really fucking well.
Fuck yeah.
Here's Paulie D in New Jersey.
Vaping.
Was that the same Paulie D from
I think it is.
Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I see a DJ set in the background. He's vaping, he's got a cool hat.
How's Paulie D doing with his DJing?
I think he's doing really well. He's getting paid, you know?
Still?
Yeah.
Good.
Here's Brad Steiner at Brad Stinks.
Can I just say this about Brad Stinks?
Yeah.
To me, he's the new Chris Stanley.
Really?
He looks great. He looks like fun guy, too. Yeah. He's like the fun Scope Bro.
Where's he? Chattaboogie?
Yeah.
Where he's on the air?
Yeah, he's in Chattaboogie with Alex.
Why isn't he doing national with fucking Sirius XM? Let's get something locked in there.
I mean, he's a fucking Scope Bro.
Yeah.
He's a supporter.
And his intern's great.
Alex the intern.
Yeah, Alex
intern Alex is the best. And then today, I was able to watch just for a little bit while you said, "Oh, I work with intern Alex," and I'm trying to send you. We work with intern Alex. Do we work with intern Alex now? I'm so confused.
Eventually, later on in the scope, I was like, "Wait a minute, I don't work with him." That's Brad Steiner's boy.
Bizarre.
Dude, I'm telling you, from the street, I saw Chris doing this. I'm walking through 30 Rock, and I see him doing it, and I yell at him. And then I see him, as the light changed, runs with his tiny steps across the fucking street. And it looked fucking nuts. And I saw the way tourists were looking at him.
When I got to the other side of the street, when I crossed that street, people were just freaked the fuck out. They were just making way. They couldn't deal with me. I got a couple Scope Bros here. Keith 2728. First father and son. They're father and son Scope Bros.
I love this picture. I saw this one on Twitter. I adore it.
Yeah, I love that one too.
Yeah, it's great when a father and son can bond over scoping.
Yeah,
with their Scope Bros.
I mean, a father and son bonding is where it's at. A father-daughter doesn't mean shit.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
No.
By the way, J.A. Lawson says her call was dropped out. Wants to defend my boy Chris. Won a pretty good prize at the end of the show Thursday. It was on my desk Friday morning. I don't even remember J.A. Lawson's calling.
No.
We certainly would have made a bigger deal out of that.
Of course.
We haven't seen her for quite some time.
AWOL is what I say.
Glad to know she's still living on the planet Earth.
Jay Bird Wedbetter.
Where is he at?
He's
in a skate shop.
Yeah.
Unless that's his home.
Okay, that's what I can see now, yeah.
He's got a bunch of decks, bro. That's the terminology.
That's right.
Chris, how long does this bet go on for?
Jenny Girl 1019. Scope Bro.
I thought those were your tits.
They look great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The Scope Bros logo looks great on the girls.
On a perfect rack.
Yeah.
Yeah. She says my hashtag Scope Bro T size large actually fits my giant tits.
That's great. So good to know.
See?
So nice when that happens.
Bob LaPadura. Scope Bro.
Cool pick,
Looking
Bob.
good.
He's looking great.
Like that angle. Joe Frazier. Scope Bro.
Wait, is that the same Joe Frazier from Philly?
Amazing.
That has his own gym and passed away years ago?
I think so. He's in front of Main Street Marijuana.
That's very cool. Chris, why are you sending pictures to yourself?
You shouldn't be in the Scope Bros pics.
That's not me. That's Steve Morris.
Let me say this. Steve Morris looks like Chris if Chris could grow a man's beard.
It's mostly neck beard when I fucking break it out. And he's got a pair of blue blockers completing the set. Oh, and here's Scope Sis. At Peppercorn Pop. She's got a beautiful Scope Bro t-shirt.
She looks great.
Adorable.
So sweet.
She can clean up that bedroom, though. It looks a little messy.
So what? You know what? We got time.
You know what? We're all Scope Bros here. It doesn't matter.
As long as the front room's clean, who cares?
That's my method.
Never take that shirt off. We got Jay of Float Culture, who hooked me up with my PAX vaporizer. He's got a Scope Bro t-shirt.
Nice.
That's great.
That's my dude right there. He's with Scope Bro. They just keep coming. Captain D. Captain D.
Oh, Captain D. I've seen his tweets.
Captain D. Killing it.
Had a smoke.
Where's he at? Down in Louisiana or something?
Looks he's from Texas. He's from Houston.
He looks like a waterman.
He's living it up. And then here's Bart Ice, just showing a picture of his Scope Bro t-shirt before he even got it on his body.
This is a guy wanted by the FBI. I'll just take a picture of his shirt and send it in.
Chad Young, Scope Bro. Looking good, too.
Top of the world.
Got Henley underneath that. All right.
Chad Young looks like a third base coach.
And Saltwater Dan just took a picture of this shirt. He was so excited. Cool. And Diana Delgado.
Scope Bro.
Scope Bro.
Total
Double
Scope.
D's.
And Ami, Bronx O Me.
Scope Bro.
Here's Mikey Steve 07, Scope Bro.
That's Scope Bro right there. That's a total Scope Bro.
Tony, Scope Bro. Chris Marino, Scope Bro.
Scope Bro.
Scope Bro.
Look, Duck Effett is fucking putting it up on Instagram. Love it. I love you.
Scope Bro.
Mike in Connecticut, SQL Server Agent, Scope Bro. Oh, I like this. Nelson McLeod. He's got a very large automatic weapon and a cigarette and a Scope Bros t-shirt.
Yeah, that'll make the fucking paper one day.
Oh, no.
Terrifying Scope Bro.
Love you, Scope Bro.
Yeah, no trouble here, Scope Bro.
Oh, everything's cool, Scope Bro. Adrienne Rondinelli at Curl and Rondo, Scope Bro.
Scope Bro.
Super tits.
Foggy Ellis and James Taylor, Scope Bro. Real salty
Scope
dicks.
Bro.
They're all Scope. That's my Scope Bro roll call. I love you, Scope Bros. And if you want a large or medium Scope Bro t-shirt, because that's all that's left in the second run, you go to theinterrobang.com. Upper right corner, shop button. And all these pictures on the front page of
now,
the Interrobang.
Gail Ann is going to be scoping tomorrow.
That's right. I'm going to do a pre-show scope for our GPS, which is going to be tomorrow at 3 p.m. On Channel 27 on Deep Tracks. and that's going to be GPS San Francisco.
It's a good one.
So you can catch me tomorrow on the iBangs Periscope. I'm going to do a little pre-show, and I've got a huge giveaway.
Yeah, it's a fantastic giveaway. You're going to be excited about it. Now, you doing it in front of your vinyl again?
I might.
Or do you have another idea? You have another low-K?
I'm not sure. I was still thinking of home.
Do it in front of the tree. Kill it for me today. Just jump into people's pictures. They really love it.
Well, I'm sorry, Chris. Was this not about you for 2 seconds?
Yeah, I mean, I have my own
I mean, we
scope.
just sat there and let you read off all your scope rows. And it had to go back to your scope. You mind if we push GPS for just...
Hey,
seriously, a couple of fucking seconds. We're very proud of the show. San Francisco.
Love it.
Summer of Love. And the summer before the Summer of Love. And the 2 summers after the Summer of Love.
3 p.m. Deep Tracks, Challenge 27.
It's a good one.
It's a great one. I'm so excited about it. And I'm excited about this scope because I'm going to be telling people how to win the big prize.
You know, I'm kind of blown away by this when I think about our cool intern, jam band.
Yeah.
He's 23 years old. And he says, I'm excited about this one because this is my absolute favorite era. I'm thinking, how does somebody that's 23 fall in love with music that's just about 50 years old now? That's the amazing thing about rock and roll.
It's incredible. And I think that you see that more and more with young people that way. It's
the founders. The foundlings and the founders are loving the old stuff, the classic stuff. The shit that Chris jumped right over on his way to Coldplay.
I love Coldplay. They're better than most bands that have actually ever existed. I mean, I only named 5 before, but they're better than the Beatles. They're better than the Rolling Stones. They're better than the Who. They're better than Grateful Dead. I can keep going. I'll keep naming bands.
Well, let me just say this: is there a different Coldplay, or the one that I've heard?
No, Yellow. We
you
opened
must
with
be
them
talking
today.
about a different Coldplay.
Yeah.
Is it spelled differently?
Is Mick Jagger the singer of this Coldplay that you like?
No, Chris Martin is the singer of this band.
Did this Coldplay that you like put out Dark Side of the Moon? Because I think you're thinking of Pink Floyd.
No, they blow away Pink Floyd. They make Pink Floyd look like garbage.
Wait a minute, let me ask you something about this Coldplay that you used to love.
Yeah.
Did they set the slaves free? Because I think you're thinking of Abraham Lincoln.
Coldplay's done more for black people than Abraham Lincoln ever could.
The Coldplay that you love.
Yeah.
Did they knock out Sonny Liston?
Nuh-uh.
Because that's Muhammad Ali, not Coldplay.
No, they knock out Muhammad Ali.
How?
Easily. Chris Martin will beat him up at this point.
The Coldplay that you love, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The band.
Did they become the new golden age of television about a Jersey crime family? Because I think you're thinking about The Sopranos.
They're better than The Sopranos.
Woke up this morning.
They're much better than that song.
I got myself gone.
They should have.
I noticed in hindsight, everyone acts like they hate that song.
I don't know why.
They should have opened the show with clocks.
I mean, I was young when it came out, but I used to say, I love it. Every time that song would come on. I love it. Lift me up and let me ask a question about the wall.
I could defend that song on Tom Sharpling's show, on The Best Show.
I don't know if you did defend it. I think you just let Tom Sharpling step all over The Sopranos.
That is not true. I defended it.
Let me tell you something. That Tom Sharpling, he's got a razor tongue when it comes to music from The Sopranos.
This is a great song.
So good.
Coldplay, but
I'm going to ask you guys a trivia question, see if you know it.
Okay.
What is the first TV show that started to play rock songs like that, where you could hear a rock song in it?
What is the first TV show that would play a rock song? Like, not just the intro?
Like a soundtrack. Like it would be a soundtrack. So, like in The Sopranos or Fargo or...
I have a guess,
All right, go ahead
but
and
I feel like it's such a good guess that the game might be over. So do you want to have a shitty guess from Chris first? Or?
I have the
There's no
guess.
sense in wasting time with Chris.
Happy Days. Is it Happy Days?
Damn it, I was going to guess that.
You were going to just say...
Yeah,
So there you go.
yeah.
Happy
Okay,
Days.
what do you got?
I'm going to say The Wonder Years.
That's a great guess. This one was a couple of years before that. I was just going to give it out to you guys.
Okay.
Miami Vice.
Oh.
When they did In the Air of the Night, the fucking Phil Collins song, I think they did it in their pilot, America Stopped Cold. and they went, "This is the fucking greatest thing." And that show got like a 6-year run off of just dropping because everything else was stupid about it. But people were like, "Oh man, did you hear that last night? They put Stranglehold." And you're like, "I fucking heard Stranglehold before. Why am I staying home on a Friday?"
But look, they look pensive as they drive around to the song.
God, this is cool scene.
Yeah. Jam it up a little bit.
I guess they're going to like a drug bust.
Like TV shows didn't have this kind of thing where you just let the music tell the story.
Right.
There's a guy smoking a cigar inside. That's how Miami used to be. It's fantastic. The funny thing about Miami, it wasn't the Miami of now. It was like an old retirement place. And this fucking TV show got young people moving there and selling coke. It was great. They're just showing scenes.
This must have been the greatest thing.
Everybody
this
lost
must
their
be the
shit.
Best show on TV.
Are you watching Miami Vice right now? People would say this. I'm not coming out until Miami Vice is over because it was on a Friday. Chris, Phoenix. Well, let me try to get a guy, Chris.
Oh, hey, I wanted to tell Chris Stanley, I saw that video on YouTube of Councilman Stanley trying to do that proposition for smoking. I think that's how you explain it.
That kind of was one of the early starts when you're still trying to figure out smoking with Chris. And you were wearing a suit that day.
Was that your first Periscope?
Might have been the second one because I remember I did Smoking with Chris, and I think that was the second one. That was like the next Monday.
I know when I sent you down that day, I did not think it was going to become a major thing. I don't even know if I was downstairs because I wanted to watch it up here to see what Periscope looked like.
Yeah, you were up here, and I was just running around fucking 48th Street.
Oh yeah, then remember I called and said stop running around so much.
And then I was scaring people.
Yeah.
As hi, I'm Councilman Chris Stanley, and I'm here to
But
run
even
for
before
council.
that, your first one, you had Dan chase you with the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Dan and Joe.
Yeah.
And then you even shoved Dan to get out of your fucking thing. They kept talking over Chris. That's how we did not even understand the quality of the product.
No, we did not realize the potential of smoking with Chris.
That was back before buttered rolls, dude. That was fucking hot dog days.
Yeah. Those were days where you would put something in the roll other than dairy fat.
Love that dairy fat, though. It's creamy.
What is your Steph Curry is the present and the future of the NBA?
So 538.com, Nate Silver's
Old website.
They crunched the numbers and found that Steph Curry, his dominance with the three-point shot is so ridiculous that he's better by far than everyone else in the league, and that other teams are starting to just go with this, hey, we got to start shooting more threes. Because Steph Curry's just down. They're still undefeated, the Warriors. They're still 20-0. And Steph Curry is averaging higher than he did last year per game.
Well, they're also... It's a beautiful team to watch. Like, what they do is actually gorgeous, like a sunset. It can't go on like this, though.
I mean, so they're doing these stats, and they're saying that, like, even they should let him take bad shots if as over anyone taking a good shot, anyone else on the team. They're just like,
doesn't make sense.
If
a bucket goes in, it's better than a bucket that doesn't go in.
Yeah, what would be
That
the
doesn't
thought
make
process
sense.
behind that?
You're confused about something.
No, it's like as like proximity to defenders. He still has a better shot. Say if a guy's 6 feet away from someone else on the team, he give it to Steph because he still has a better shot.
Okay, that makes sense. So you're saying he's better covered than somebody else wide open.
Exactly.
He can't keep shooting like this. It's inhuman.
Yeah, it's freakish.
And he's drilling these things. And remember, like last year, people were saying, well, you can't win on an outside game. They won the championship. Some people were even like, well, they kind of got lucky. And now they're fucking just barreling over anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the fucking Tito's of basketball right now.
And 2 seasons ago, you saw it like building when it was like, holy shit, this Steph Curry guy's hitting a lot of threes.
I know.
It's pretty crazy. He's fucking scoring 40 points a game. Yeah, it's amazing to watch that dude play. And now every other NBA team's like, I guess we have to shoot more threes. Look at Steph Curry could do it.
But I don't even think that the game was ready for him. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think that we would assume that we would get that. In my opinion, like, what I mean, like, I already felt like we had the best 3-point shooters with, like, I didn't think anybody would ever be better than Ray Allen.
Yeah.
And I didn't think anybody would ever be more clutch than Reggie Miller. And it's almost like he makes you forget about both those guys.
Yeah, Ray Allen was a 3-point shooter specialist. That's
right.
What he did.
With all his little quirks and things. He was a guy that, what do you call that when you're obsessive compulsive, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
And he turned that into being a great shooter because he would just be obsessive about shooting exactly the same. I mean, he shot the lights out.
Right.
Steph Curry makes you forget about him.
Yeah, because he's doing that and everything else. Like, he's getting more rebounds and steals this season than last season.
He makes it look easy. It's crazy.
It's amazing.
I can't wait for GPS San Francisco. I'm going to ask everybody, is the kid in here today? Do we got?
Jamie?
Yeah. Send Jamie in. And so, wait, and send Vito in at the same time. Because I'm going to fucking see. I mean, it's one thing for Jam Band to know, but do you think Vito knows anything about San Francisco?
No, man. He doesn't even know the 49ers play there.
Look, he's wearing his dead shirt.
Aww.
Nice.
Now, do you consider yourself a deadhead?
Absolutely.
See, you're probably not going to be overly happy with the song that we picked because we had to make it sit. Did you get a chance to listen to it yet?
No, I didn't.
I don't understand why he's not in on this more. He's doing some of the creative work. Why do you make him feel like he's not part of the overall process?
He is part of the process. He'll get a sneak peek tonight.
It's not a peek. It's
weird.
It's audio. Now let me go to Vito. Vito, do you know anything about San Francisco in the 60s?
Not one thing.
Oh,
You don't even have a favorite San Francisco band?
The band that sung the Full House theme song.
Oh, come on.
Makes me want to choke him, but his neck is too big for mine. I would choke him, but it would do no good. It would be like choking a redwood, which is also above San Francisco. What kind of music do you like, Vito?
I listen to Bruce Springsteen. Love that guy.
What else?
Not as much into the EDM anymore. Still listen to it sometimes.
You listen to a lot of pop, though.
I listen to a lot of pop music. If it's on VH1, it's on my iPod.
I didn't know people still check up.
So you
with
listen to that
VH1.
metal show. You listen to a lot of metal.
No. Just
That's
VH1.
VH1 Classic.
Just VH1 regular. VH1 Light.
I don't understand why you don't like this music. Would you at least listen to GPS?
I will listen to GPS.
Please.
I want to make sure we introduce you to some music you've never heard
I'm
before.
down for anything, dude.
Please listen.
I like Neil Diamond. I like everything.
Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. A guy who likes everything.
Okay.
I want somebody with a palate.
Okay.
Somebody like Jam Band.
Exactly.
He has a refined palate. You're like, give me any.
Well, I mean, look at me. I don't really.
You've got the palate of Chris Stanley.
Coldplay. Better than most bands I've ever really recorded.
The only taste on the palate. Coldplay.
Look, I got one flavor. That's Coldplay. And it's delicious.
And you know where he gets it from? Cold Stone Creamery.
God, it's great. They're so pleasant when they're making me my ice cream.
Frank has a request for you. He's worried about you, Chris.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Chris, are you still taking the perks?
Nah, man, I'm off the perks.
Well, I got news for you, man. You took too many because they made you stupid.
Why? What are you trying to say? I think I've been making a lot of valid points today.
Coldplay is the best band in the world. Come on, you idiot.
That doesn't mean I'm an idiot. It's my opinion, sir. And in my opinion, they're better than, like I just said, well, I'll just say it now, every other band. They're the best band.
You went that far?
Well, who could possibly be better than Coldplay, Frank?
I'm so glad we didn't waste time with you listing every band because you were going through them.
That was a pretty good clip.
Ron, is the talent pool at Sirius that low that you have to have him for a producer?
Let me tell you something, and Gail backed me up here. He was a first-round pick. That's
you.
how low
Yes.
it was.
First round.
Yeah.
Holy shit, wow.
We were fucking panicked that we were going to get Jenny Hutt, and I actually yelled this out. If we get Jenny Hutt, we want 4 outs.
They call me the Ryan Leaf of Satellite Radio.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I would thought they called you the Leaf Garrett of Satellite Radio. Greg, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I'm an 80s deadhead, and I was listening to some Grateful Dead channel this morning on Sirius XM radio, and you're not going to believe this, but it was 50 years ago tonight at an acid test. Ken Kesey, all the crew, acid test in San Francisco, and the Grateful Dead changed their name from the Warlocks, which they used to be known as, to the Grateful Dead. Huge day.
That is amazing. It all sets up. GPS San Francisco premieres this Saturday, 3 o'clock East on Deep Tracks, Channel 27. Now, 15 minutes before that, go to your Periscope, go to the iBang. Gail is going to announce the prize that we're going to be giving out based on the hashtag Deep Tracks contest. And I'll go so far to say I believe it's the most collectible prize we've ever given out.
It's a very hefty prize. It was very generous of you to offer this prize for my Periscope.
Well, I want you and Chris to do well in life.
Thank you.
As I've brought up many times, I'm not going to live forever.
Don't say that, though.
I think you will.
As far as Christmas goes, I think I'll say another one.
What?
I'll just leave it at that.
So soon, though.
Jesus.
God, I'm the lucky one.
Oh, God.
Came in 18-1.
Oh.
You'll be proud to know this, that New York Jukebox Classic makes the scene in the Merry Christmas.
Oh, it does.
Oh, I love that.
Now, the only thing, and I don't think it's with any sense of irony, Bill sings his part in an Irish accent.
Really?
Interesting.
A brogue. He throws a brogue down.
It could be considered a brogue. Trucker, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Ron, Gail, how are you guys?
What's up?
Good.
I want to tell you about a documentary that I saw. I went to a screening the other night of a documentary about a well-known, legendary jazz bassist named Jaco Pastorius.
Out of Miami. Weather Report.
That's right. Well, I mean, I know it sounds like you know him, but bass is sort of an unthanked, it's a thankless instrument. People don't really worship bass the way they worship guitar players.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. What do you
Paul
guys
McCartney,
think?
Sting, and then everything else is, Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Eddie Van Halen. Bassists get the short shrift, wouldn't you say?
Chris, as you know, our buddy Davey Mack is in love with a bassist, and we'll follow him anywhere.
Oh, yeah, Mr. From Primus.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Mr. from Primus.
He calls him Mr.
Mr. from Primus, Les Claypool. Les Claypool's the name.
You said it just minutes after fucking Jam Band landed it on you.
All right, so we're up to 4 marquee players on the bass players.
Paul McCartney is the bassist.
Jack Bruce.
Right on.
Gene
the
Simmons.
great Jack Bruce, who did this show, Gene Simmons.
All right, I stand corrected. Great talking to you.
By the way, none of those people themselves would say that they're anywhere near what Jaco
Yeah, oh, no. That's why I'm so happy, that the rockumentary got made, was it sort of lets maybe some people who aren't musicians know what was so special about this guy. What he brought to the table is what Hendrix brought to guitar.
But, when I was down in Florida, he was basically sleeping on the beach.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad you mentioned it, because a lot of documentaries wouldn't talk about maybe the dark times. The estate, the family doesn't like to.
He was bad. He got in a bad place.
Yeah, but
I want to see this.
I thought of you during the documentary because the doc mentioned something that you say on the radio sometimes, which is you sort of need these disorders, these mental disorders, really might be the reason. They're not always a hindrance. They might also open up doors to creativity and success.
Yeah, that madness.
Yeah.
And the madness of addiction. I wonder if that's tied in at all. But then I've met so many addicts that have zero talent. You know what I mean? Like, you can see an incredible amount of talented people do. But,
it can dilute the talent just as it also can help focus it.
I don't know if some of them ever even had talent at all.
It's like
the people, some of them can't even tell a story. I'm going to send you into the Pretty Good Prize Closet. And the reason was, you said,
thank you, sir.
For no apparent reason, you thought of me. And I thought that was really nice. All right, I want to see this. Jaco is the name of it, about Jaco Pastorius. Up on the iBank today is the first look at the comedy candy store Seeso. as it goes live. Seeso is where our good friend Big J Okerson's show is going to be. This is the thing that's going to catapult Big J into superstardom. And if that happens, just as he's taking off from the planet Earth like Superman, I'm going to leap and grab just a corner of that cape and hold on.
Good call.
Yeah, I try to do that with everyone.
That's the best thing to do with friends.
Yes, friends and just people that just acquaintances or people whose name you read in the newspaper. But go over and check that out. They are coming at comedy from a couple of different angles, including you can go there and see all kinds of TV shows in their entirety, including a bunch of British comedy shows. All the British Office.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is on there. I'm trying to think of what else.
Every SNL
in history is awful. Is on there. It's free for this first month, so make sure you go over. All the Kids in the Hall, which is
that's great.
All the Monty Python is on there, which is just. I'm trying to think the other British shows because so many of those great ones are on there. Stuff that played in Britain and got to be gigantic. Alan Partridge shows on there.
Oh, that's great.
You saw it before?
Yeah, I've seen it before, yeah.
I'm such a giant fucking fan of that.
And the last movie that came out with the TV, the show is awesome.
The TV show is...
I've seen it on YouTube. But to have it, all of them on Seeso, that's really awesome. Everyone should watch that.
All right, thanks. It's up on the iMang if you want to go click on it, but it also let people know where they can find Big J's show when it starts to come out. Hey, Kyle, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, guys? Ron, I listen to the show because you guys have a great take on music.
Thank you.
Yeah, obviously, Chris is on some kind of drug that we don't know about to say all this stuff about Coldplay.
I'm a sober bro.
But why are they the halftime show for the 50th anniversary of the Super Bowl? Why wouldn't you have great American rock and roll bands play that? I don't understand the choice for have Coldplay.
Well, you got to remember something. The first 23 were probably Up With People or some marching band. So the big rock stars that doing this has only been for from the mid 80s on, probably at best. I mean, they used to have the worst halftime shows known to man. Just 80 guys in white pants singing up and away. Your mom would come in from the other room. This is nice. You're allowed to do this every week.
When did it change? When did that change? When did the big theatrical Super Bowl halftime show change?
I know what happened in the 80s. I remember you could go get your 3D glasses
for Michael Jackson
from 7-Eleven or something. But I really... I don't know if I could tell you who was the first real... a lot of times it would just be Al Hirt playing his trumpet in the early days. But, they're in a tough position, and Coldplay fills that position with something that may not be everybody's favorite, but everyone knows it. You know what I mean?
I can't wait.
It's
Well, I was thinking...
yeah.
Wouldn't the Foo Fighters be a little bit more of kind of that true Americana?
The Foo Fighters would have fit. His leg's broken now.
Yeah.
And we we don't want to be remembered of any kind of injury.
Especially during football, no way.
I'd say 93 when Michael Jackson did it was the first time it was really big. Up With the People had dominated.
Yeah, they were the big thing. So it wasn't until 93 that you got a big pop act.
And wasn't that the one where he came out of the stage and stood there for 4 minutes and was really
he did that. Then he was also on the back. They had fake Michael Jacksons appearing at different places on the roof and shit.
In 88, Chubby Checker and the Rockettes.
That was electric. He did so many songs associated with the twist. No one could believe it.
At least two.
In 87, it was George Burns and Mickey Rooney. So
that was a great one.
There we go.
That'll get the kids out.
Yeah.
Walt Disney was getting a lot of fucking love.
Well, they can't. It was almost like floats. It was almost like a, you would like bring in. It's a Star Wars, and they try to have a spectacle, and eventually they got around to. But I think it's only been like the last 10 years that it was a big announcement.
Yeah, where they keep it a big secret.
Normally, you had to be either a Coke act or a Pepsi act. It would go back and forth of who was spending the most money. I don't know if people know this, but they would go out of their ways to sign different pop stars to push them. And Miami Vice was one of the ones that they picked. Miami Vice, I think, was Pepsi. They did You Belong to the City.
Gloria Estefan was in a bunch of shows. She was in a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Anytime they were in Miami. There was a time that if more than 15 people in Miami appeared, Gloria Estefan did a show. Those shows were always amazing, like if you would see her in Miami, because it would be attended by the entire family, right? So it was like a pop rock show, but there would be toddlers all the way up to grandparents, and they would all be dead. They don't divide their music in the Latin community. It's everyone in the family likes it. I think we got a break here. GPS San Francisco this Saturday.
Tomorrow at 3 p.m. in the East on Deep Tracks 27, and right before that, around 2:45. Gail will be doing a scope.
She will tell you how you can win and what you can win. And I believe this is the biggest announcement in American history.
I am so thrilled to make this announcement.
I don't like to blow things out of proportion, but this is bigger than the polio vaccine.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Because the polio vaccine could only cure your body. This can heal your soul.
Wow.
I need this.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is it SOLE soul? No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
SOUL soul.
Oh, I was going towards SOLE.
That's only because you heard it.
That's exactly.
Your eyes are slits right now. You're so tired.
I'm fucking fried.
You didn't sleep at all? You went out partying?
I was not partying. I watched the football game. I was excited. Maybe that excitement of that last play just fucking kept me up.
You know what I think's keeping you up at night?
What's that?
Your poor choices.
Is that what it is? Haunting you?
Coming up next.
We got Matteo Lane and Mike Cannon coming in the studio. Matteo and Mike will be performing together at the New York Comedy Club Friday, December 18th at 7 p.m. And they'll also be performing with Liza Trieger and Sarah Tolamash. Go to NewYorkComedyClub.com for more information and tickets.
They'll be here moments after I say Bennington.
We're back with Bennington. We've got Matteo Lane and Mike Cannon in studio with us. Matteo and Mike will be performing together at the New York Comedy Club Friday, December 18th at 7 p.m. Also performing with Liza Trieger and Sarah Tolamash. Go to NewYorkComedyClub.com for more information.
Hell of a lineup, guys, first of all. Second of all, you know what you're up against, right?
What's that?
Star Wars.
I'm going that night.
You're going later after your own show?
Yes, I bought my tickets. It's for 9:30, so I'm going to go up first.
Yeah, he just told me.
I'm
taking the plush spot.
and then I'm going to run to Star Wars. I canceled another show, and I'm just going straight there.
Now, I imagine your whole life you love Star Wars?
Yes, partly because I'm a homosexual and I liked Princess Leia, but I also never liked the rebels. I was always on the Empire's side.
Really?
Well, they were cooler and everything seemed to work and function. Although I did like C-3PO because it was the first gay person I'd ever seen on TV.
All right, let me also say this. I think Matteo, if born in a different time, would have been pro-Nazi. Because you just can't...
That's what it's based on.
Yeah, you just can't go buy cool uniforms and think that's it.
Everything was so organized.
He's a Hugo Boss fan.
I liked it. I mean, I like Princess Leia, but I was always like, I loved the Super Star Destroyer, and it was cool. Like, blow shit up.
They did have the look. They had the organization. There's no doubt about it. And they were the pursuers rather than the victims. You were always running and then at the last moment get to do something to win. But it was never comfortable being a rebel.
No, and everything looked like you were functioning in a trash can. Like the Millennium Falcon. I never liked the Millennium Falcon. It was like, it's so cool. I'm like, is it? Because it looks like a worse Tunnels of Fun. Like,
See, I like the alcoholic, like captain. I like the, my entire Star Wars experience is based off of Spaceballs. Like I don't even.
That was your first.
Yeah,
and then you worked backwards.
And then I worked
there.
backwards and was immediately disappointed.
Yeah. So when you see the Ruddles before the Beatles, you're like, I think I get this. Not 100% sure.
I met the Star Wars, the new girl from I went to SNL to see Adele, and the new girl from Star Wars. What's her name? She's British and very hot.
I don't know.
Is she the one? Oh no, we had the guy in here yesterday, right?
The hot black man?
Yeah.
You had him in here?
No, we didn't have him in. He came.
Is that his character's name?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I think EW.
Oh, yes, he did. Entertainment Weekly's here, so sometimes they'll bring in guests just for themselves.
Entertainment Weekly. Can you imagine the questions they ask?
Yeah.
So tell us about being you. I mean, it's like,
what's it like to be the first minority?
It's so, I have to do all these red carpets. I had to interview Teen Wolf for Logo.
Yeah. That must have been fun.
That's where my career's at. And,
how was Orny Adams?
Oh my God. So do you know Tyler Posey? He's super hot and all the girls love him and the gays. Yeah. So he's in Teen Wolf and it's like, he was fine because he was very entertaining, but some of these guys are just so like.
This is,
look how hot he is. That's Tyler Posey.
Yeah, that's leading man jawline. Look at that.
I literally was interviewing him. I think he thought I was a deli worker with a microphone. Like, how did you get here? But I kept, I just Logo would be like, please ask them about this. And I would immediately just be like, I don't care about what they're asking me. How much pussy do you get? And they had to interview. But the people, these stars are so pampered. And most of the questions they get on these, red carpet, because you're standing next to all these other people fighting for their attention. And these interviewers are just like, so you, are an actor. Tell me about that, Yeah. And then they're just so into themselves.
And you're just asking them about Clam.
The hardest thing in the world is to walk a red carpet or work it, because everyone thinks it's glamorous, but they literally just pull people away if there's if suddenly they're, look, Rolling Stones here. They will just grab the person and move them over.
Yeah.
The PR people. It's a nut house. Joe, did you go and do one for us for...
Yeah, I did. I was up in Montreal doing it, and then I did one for Staten Island Summer, Colin Joseph's movie.
And it's impossible, right?
Impossible.
It's impossible to...
I bribed them. Yeah. My thing said Logo, and if they walked by me, I said, don't you want to talk to the gays? And then they would immediately run over because they were on camera. So they would have been them saying no to gay people, and just in fear they came to speak to me.
I thought that Logo was really just for a long 24-hour transsexual contest that takes place. What is the name?
I would actually watch it.
Yeah, RuPaul's Drag Race is on there
often.
100% of the time. You're a big fan of that one, right?
Yeah,
Such a good show.
Keeps the lights on over at Logo.
Oh yeah, she does. RuPaul's the shit.
Well, who was your favorite though that you saw in here one day and you almost passed out?
I saw Alaska Thunderfuck. And Alaska came out of the elevator, and the only thing that came out of my mouth, it was slow motion. She comes gliding out of the elevator, and
That's the only way a drag queen walks.
Alaska. That's
the alien from Mars Attacks.
I'm doing a show with Bianca Del Rio next month, and I cannot wait to meet her.
She's hilarious.
And maybe make out with her.
Yeah, I think you have a good shot.
I probably do. One of the actors from Teen Wolf was so stupid. I asked him a question. I was like, he's 17, good looking. Why would he be able to think,
Sure.
And I said, so do you get to work with the writers on the show? He goes, actually, yeah. One of the coolest things about it is I get to influence my character from real life. So I told the writer that headphones are my thing. And so my character now wears headphones. And I was like, I get called faggot and you get to walk around and speak this way?
That guy, the guy that you pulled up before, he looks like he would be a hairy gentleman, but he's clearly lasered from the neck down. Do you know what I mean? Everything about
really
his
good call
face.
on that. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, everything about his face screams Mediterranean
I would
body.
do anything to have sex with him.
We've got Matteo Lane and Mike Cannon.
That's his bloodline.
Perfect. Matteo Lane and Mike Cannon in studio. Matteo and Mike will be performing together at the New York Comedy Club Friday, December 18th at 7 p.m. Go to newyorkcomedyclub.com for more information. And at Twitter, you can follow them at Matteo Lane and at I am Mike Cannon.
Mike and I are going to have fun. It's going to be fun. We're going to have Liza Traeger hosting, and there'll probably be a lot of drunks on stage.
That's why I'm going to be extra evil as the cisgendered male that.
That's great.
closes out the show after two females and a gay.
Do you just have that picture of him up shirtless to bother me and put me in heat? What is
We
wrong with
always
you?
have that up. That's always
The wallpaper.
That's the new logo for
I
our
personally
show.
prefer Taylor Kitsch, but I'll take this, I guess.
So Mike and I have both been going to the gym, not together, separately, because that's the way we like to keep separate all the time. But no, we started going to the gym. Very different reasons for going to the gym all the time.
Yeah, I binge watched Friday Night Lights for like 3 weeks, and it immediately sent me back to the gym. I was like, I want to be Tim Riggins, pound beers, and just have a six pack. That's all I want to do.
And I'm trying to get fucked
at the gym that day.
No, not. I can't with the gays at the gym. I go to the gym in the Upper East Side where everyone is like 6 toes in the grave, and there's just like 2 old Jews on an elliptical. That to me is heaven, because I had to work out at I work out at New York Sports Club, and I went to the one in Hell's Kitchen the other day at 6 p.m. So many gays, so stressful, so much shade, looking, judging, yelling, scream. I mean, I can't. And the steam room, forget about it.
Right.
I mean, you walk in and just come in your eye. I just can't do it.
You should see the mutants at the Planet Fitness in Bed-Stuy. Jesus Christ. It's like half hipsters and then half just toothless people that wandered in.
But I walked past the one that you're talking about, and people stand outside to look in at people. So I'm like, what's going on here? When we came walking by, and everyone was just lined up watching these guys work out.
It's like an interactive Macy's.
I don't get it. I'm working out so hard, and I look nothing like them. I don't understand what I need
He is
to do.
like a hot woman. Like, he fishes a lot.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I look so terrible while he's like flexing his tricep. And look at him. He's impeccable. He has this shirt
Wait,
on.
tell me
I
the
asked him,
shirt. Oh,
I
yeah.
asked him today because this is a very interesting t-shirt cut that I've never seen. I was like, what does that say on the cover? Like, what cut t-shirt is this?
I said it's faggot. The cut of the shirt is literally called faggot, and I picked up like 6 of them.
Yeah,
I was like, I'll take it.
I've never seen a man in a cap sleeve. It works very well.
Is that what this is? I mean, it looks like a cum rack. I don't know why I'm acting like it looks like
It looks like something you would wear under your armor.
This is my armor.
As the night is a long day at work, taking off their armor.
Oh, I'm so pathetic. Yeah. I'm going to go to the gym after this.
So, you guys doing this show, what makes this like a special night out of...
Well, we're filming it to submit it to Comedy Central, who we love.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, so a lot of comics at this time of the year are, who are submitting for a Comedy Central half hour, tend to do shows together.
Mm-hmm.
And so we thought it would be really fun to just do these shows together. And we love New York Comedy Club, and Emilio hooks it the fuck up.
Yeah, he's the owner. He's great.
Yeah. So, yeah, we just decided, well, why don't we just do it together, have Lisa host, put Sarah Talamash on, all people we love, and just have a fucking awesome night. And then I'm ditching you to see Star Wars.
Exactly, yeah. We're clearly different sensibility-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps for that contrast. If we were the same, just like, me and another straight guy, it would probably read differently.
Yes, my act causes hate crimes, and yours causes laughter. So
and domestic abuse.
Yeah.
The weird thing about that too is that the New York Comedy Club had a rough time for a while, right? Before
a long
he
time.
came in and turned it around. It's almost impossible to turn around a business once it gets a bad vibe.
Absolutely.
And people think that.
Oh, he turned it up.
Yeah.
Round. I mean, good comics go there. People love being there. The crowds are always good. The staff is nice.
He understands what the market should have been. Like, he got young comics that are starting to kind of emerge a little bit involved immediately. So of course, kind of the headliners and stuff like that came as the club started to raise its profile. But as soon as he opened, he was giving Matteo and I spots and all these guys that we really respect, stage time. So now we're loyal to the place as we come up as well.
Yeah. Also, my favorite thing is that they fixed the bathrooms.
Yeah.
I mean, the old bathrooms, Anne Frank wouldn't hide in there.
Yeah.
So now it's like, oh, you can piss and see where you're
shitting in the old bathroom felt like you were in the Chokey in Matilda.
Yes. I'm gay and you brought on that reference? What's wrong with you? Yeah. So it's a great club.
Yeah, just hearing that, maybe there's hope for Dangerfields. Nobody knows.
No.
Well, they refuse to work any new comics. That's kind of what it is. They're almost like a museum.
Right.
Of, I mean, every once in a while while I hear friends that say they have spots there, but for all intents and purposes, most of the people that consistently work there, I've never seen anywhere else in the city.
The cool clubs are like, the Stand and New York Comedy Club and obviously the Cellar and Caroline's. Like, they're the ones who get it. Like, the Stand, they fucking get it. It's cool.
Gotham is beautiful.
Gotham is beautiful. Yeah, but then there's other clubs. I walk by and I'm literally like, what is this place? You know, it's like you can hear
I
ghosts.
just saw one open here, LOL. Have you guys been over there in Times Square?
I haven't worked there. I stopped working there because while I was doing a set for the entire 10 minutes, a giant 6'5" black man stood up and screamed faggot at me for 10 full minutes because I told him he needed to loosen up and I'd be willing to suck his dick if his wife wouldn't. And
that
he was
hurt his feelings.
That hurt his feelings. And honestly,
take it well.
waiters were walking in and then immediately
Are we calling them
out.
waiters?
Yeah. Well, people that hold drinks. Yeah, they were no help. So I ended up just throwing the microphone into the middle of the room and walking out. And then, the host was furious.
Well, we always talk about this. The guys, there's something strange about the scene. It always comes in waves. So people's careers tend to walk along. So who was it last year? I guess Joe List just had
I love Joe
monster
List. He's
year.
the best. Yeah.
Big J is suddenly all these things are happening.
Big J.
So if you guys are looking at 2016, who do you predict is going to have a breakout year?
Liza Treyger.
Really?
Yeah.
I say Matteo Lane. I think he's going to do pretty well.
No.
You've got the bedrock set.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Do you really think
I do?
Matteo's
Yeah.
ready?
I think Matteo's very talented. I think he's funny, and he obviously has a different perspective on things. I mean, he's not a you're not a typical stereotypical gay comedian, I guess.
Sure.
You don't talk about,
I am, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get that. A lot of people are like, it's an insult to be like, I like you because you're not like other gay guys. I'm like, what? You know, and then,
I mean, you're clearly gay. No doubt about it.
No question. Yeah, I think I'm a gay guy who went through the system as following straight men.
Yeah.
So my schooling in stand-up is watching how straight men did it, essentially, and then adapting my perspective to that.
I think I have a rough road ahead.
Well,
no, you do not.
Here's the thing about Matteo that he has going for him is that he is unforgettable. No matter what you thought of him, in a crowd of people that go up and do sets, you're going to remember Matteo. When people come on the radio, sometimes they're like, "Oh, that person was funny," but I don't remember who they were.
Sure.
People always remember Matteo.
Absolutely.
Whether they loved him or didn't love him, the initial thing you have to do is get people to know this is you. This is who I am.
I am a huge fan of Christopher Hitchens, and I was been watching all of his old interviews. And one of his interviews, someone's like, "Oh, well, this person hates you." He's like, "Good, right? I want them to hate me. If that person hates me, I'm doing a good job." You know, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess that is the way to look at it."
My grandmother once told me she didn't find me funny, and I'm like, "Well, you're not exactly who I'm aiming to make laugh." But I don't want my fan base to die off in 6 years.
Sorry.
No, go.
I'm just trying to plug. We've got Matteo Lane and Mike Cannon in studio. They're going to be performing together at New York Comedy.
That was Mike.
That's incredible. At New York Comedy Club, Friday, December 18th at 7 p.m. Check it out. Liza Treyger will be there. Sarah Tolomash. You can go to newyorkcomedyclub.com for more information.
She's another one that's poised, Sarah.
Oh my God, I love Sarah.
So fucking funny.
Sarah,
every time I see her go up, her jokes are sharper, funnier. She's incredible.
Have you had Sarah on the show?
Yeah.
I mean, talk about brilliant. And she's one of those comics like Amber Nelson, where it's like, have you had Amber on the show?
No, I don't think
she's
we have.
a fucking hurricane of funny.
I'm telling you to get Amber Nelson on. You guys got to get Amber on this show. Amber Nelson is a phenomenal talent. Where Sarah and Amber are the comics where every comedian respects them. I think more than anybody.
Absolutely,
more than anybody. Amber has this joke about Stephen Hawking, and every year they do this thing called 50 First Jokes, where comedians all sit on the stage together, and one by one we each do 2 minutes of a new material. Right? Amber goes up last year. She did this bit about Stephen Hawking. The audience was a little like they didn't know how to take it,
right.
But the comedians on the floor, dying, kicking, screaming, we could not contain ourselves. And I was like, that's the sign of a real talent. Because if the comedians make sure to focus on you, then you know you're good.
Right.
And she's another one, though, like speaking of Matteo and setting yourself apart, she's one that you watch her and you're like, Jesus Christ,
forget Amber.
Who the hell is this?
Yeah.
Never forget
Incredible.
Amber. Yeah. She's phenomenal.
But see, that's the thing. Like, even though like where you guys are in the business right now can be frustrating, you will literally look at this as the best times of your life. You know, like Louis C.K. is still looking back like, oh, I remember when I first went into this room or hung out with these guys. This is, and it's always funny to me how that gets lost on people in the present. You don't realize when you're like, oh, this is the most creative and funnest, and, you know, going over these things.
Even like being here, I was thinking about it before. Like this is almost rote. Like I've been to Sirius quite a few times, but then I was thinking about it. And any hump from my hometown, this would literally be the highlight of their life.
Exactly right.
So it's like I have to try to, I've taken enough mushrooms to try to get that into perspective.
Yeah, you got to do it all the time with yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's weird because I'm as of late have been trying to look back because it's like right now I'm filming a TV show and then you're doing shows and you're traveling and then you even this on the radio and like your brain gets set into I did this and I got that so I have to do this. I have to get more and more. So you lose track of what's happening. So because it's all just work, and you want to, you're just struggling for people to hear you and listen to you, you know?
It's so funny because I'm doing this, I'm pitching my own show and I have a production company on board and it's like, but I'm frustrated with how slow it's moving and it's tedious and all this stuff and I'm like, but then I have to get myself into perspective
but
and I'm
remember
like, what
being
the fuck?
at open mics?
Exactly. I'm like,
how much
I'm bitching and moaning about going into a network of people that have actually allotted time to listen to my dog shit. It's like, that's incredible if you actually sit down and kind of.
Yeah, and it's the whole reason for moving here. It's the thing of, that Rocky story of I just want a shot. I just want a shot.
I'll be 4 years exactly in January 1st.
Is that right?
Stand up. Mm-hmm.
I'm 7 in January.
So that's still, when I do the unmasked with people, most people say to me, I didn't find my voice until 10 years in.
Right.
You hear that constantly from people. And when you're an open micer, you never want to hear such a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no one wants to hear that.
Nobody.
You've got a decade of work ahead of you.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because every week that goes by, I'm furious I haven't done a late night, and then every 6 months that goes by, I'm like, thank God I didn't do a late night 6 months ago. I'm like,
if you go back and listen to your stuff,
it's
from when you were like, why aren't I getting it?
I look at videos or hear like from even a year ago, I'm like, what was I doing? But it's kind of cool to see people as a work in progress. I think we are.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Chris Cathard said to me, and I always remember this, that he was like so angry because he felt like when he was younger, he's like, they're trying to keep me from getting it. And he goes, now I don't even know who I thought they were. Like literally he wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, of course.
But it's the other interesting thing is like when the walls go up, you go and make all these other different things, which no one's ever done before. That's what you have to do.
Well, especially him, considering the show he developed and all that stuff. And
it's crazy.
Had he gone the traditional route, we wouldn't have seen exactly what his brain is capable of.
Well, you brought up Doug, hearing me on the Doug Benson thing. That thing is so strange, right? It is so weird. And yet I went up there and that place was going crazy for him. They're literally there because they bought into this.
Yeah, I listen every week. I think it's a great show. And you're right. It doesn't, there's a lot of, stuff that doesn't necessarily make sense.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, it's slow moving at times, but it's interesting. And everybody that comes on has their own different take on it.
And no network would have ever said, oh, I hear your idea. Let's do it.
Well, when he did do that interruption show, I think it was for Comedy Central, it was a good show, but it lost a lot of the live element because it was the whole thing is you do a set and then he sits there on like a chair on stage with you at the same time and kind of either heckles you or tags a joke or kind of intervenes. And it was a really hugely successful live show. And then once it went to TV, it kind of lost that thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So look at what he does. He turns around and does something else really strange. That's the coolest thing ever.
I was thinking about Comedy Central and the shows that they've had that, if you really look back on it, are super weird but amazing. Like Strangers with Candy.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Thank God Comedy Central put it on. Can you imagine someone trying to pitch that show today?
Dude, I was just watching. My sister got me the Blu-ray of the Pee Wee Herman on HBO series.
Yeah.
And I recently watched that, and I was like, there's no way that had he not had the live show previously, that he would have been able to go into a room and explain what the fuck that was.
Oh, that's true.
It was an insane, colorful acid
What
trip.
was his deal? He masturbated in a movie theater and everyone got upset
in
about
a
it?
jerk booth. And it was a setup.
Well, it was in Sarasota, Florida, which was, you know what I mean?
I'm very familiar. I go every year. I don't like the winters here.
He jerked it during a horse race.
Yeah, so that's what fucked him up, is that it didn't take place. Because, like, Fred Willard just got busted for the same thing in L.A.
Why isn't Fred using the internet? For God's sakes, Fred, go to YouPorn, you son of a bitch.
He's an older guy.
But it's like,
I mean,
it's almost like writing in a coffee shop. You know what I mean? Once you get outside your apartment, you feel more productive.
You know what? I stand by Fred Willard. How dare we shame somebody for masturbating while everyone else is flicking their frickin' bean and masturbating? And like, you know how many friends I have who are like, they work at Staples and they're like, yeah, I masturbate in the bathroom for my lunch break. And I'm like, yeah, we shouldn't be.
I know.
We all masturbate. What
Chris,
do we care?
You masturbate here at work too, right?
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah,
Where do you masturbate?
Bathroom. You just jack off in the bathroom.
But like, is it private?
Yeah, the stall's next. Yeah,
the grunting helps.
You just gotta jerk silently.
Just make sure you're not tapping, because if the gays, we can hear the sound of masturbation from miles away.
He just turns into Thumper every time he strokes himself.
Seriously, yeah. Do you know what tapping is underneath the stalls? The tippity tap 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 a tip.
I've been to a lot of rest stops.
Yeah. Oh God, rest stops. Can you imagine? Thank God I'm alive now, because I would literally be dead in a bush in the 70s if that was the case. Just trying to get laid. I'd be dead. I'd be dead. Dead with someone's fist in my ass. I mean, I would be. Who knows what the fuck would have happened to me?
Funniest way to die. The guy just calling the cops. I can't get it out.
I can't get it out, and this wop is dead. You
His
know,
asshole is a Chinese finger trap.
Yeah, yeah.
Fists.
I still think you're going to die with a fist in your ass.
I probably.
That is so sweet.
No question.
Yeah.
You know what? I just had sex on Thanksgiving with a closeted man in the military, a very handsome, half black, half Mexican man who has not spoken to me since. But like, it's so like, it's 2015. Why are you hiding? Why? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also, let me just say this: it's very embarrassing after, because I bottomed, when he is just going at it, and then 2 minutes later he has to be like, I just like don't know if I like guys or girls. I don't want to. I don't want to label myself. And I was like, okay, well, remember the obscene things you were saying about 2 minutes ago? I don't know how you want to label yourself, but straight is not one of them.
That's that cum clarity, though. The post orgasm.
Oh my God. Well, no, because we had sex twice, but then did not speak to me. Cum clarity.
You know what I mean? I've had that with certain women where, you know, in the moment I'm like, yeah, this seems like a viable option. And then afterwards I'm like, well, that was a mistake.
I love looking over in this room and everyone is looking like I have lobsters crawling out of my ears. I have my bottom.
But Matteo, how can you spot someone that is closeted, someone that is passing?
Listen, if I get on the train and there's a man who blinks at me weird, I think we're dating. I mean, I assume
You take the
everyone's
shot.
gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell, but something about it, you can just tell. You walk in a room and you can feel the tension, and I'm like, listen, out of the 10 guys here, that one's giving me weird vibes. I know it's you, you know?
Yeah.
I know it. You feel it.
It's pretty amazing intuition.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, because
can't
you sense it? Like, I notice, like, when I'm around, we all know those closeted people, and it's very simple. I haven't found the right girl yet. Okay. You're in a sundress. But, you know, it's so, when I walk into a room, especially with comedians, right? It's like, no one's expecting other gay people to show up. So when I show up, they I think, are, like, very uncomfortable.
I
you know?
feel like I have to be fully aware of all of my body language now around you. Who knows?
I don't think. Really? You think for any minute? No. But there's certain comics we know.
There are guys that I want to be inside of, but like in a wearing their skin kind of way. Like not necessarily sexual.
Oh, like a girl suit.
Yeah.
Like a girl suit.
Like if there was a time where I was so obsessed with Leonardo DiCaprio, it was kind kind of getting
you and me both.
Yeah,
he never did anything
violent.
for me.
You know why though? Guys will say when guys think that straight guys think that some guy is attractive, it's because they have a girl face. So everyone's always like, "Oh, I could see what," but then That happens all the
amazing
time.
point.
See, I almost see it as like for a while I wanted to be an NSYNC, like that kind of thing.
Right.
I used to sing growing up. I took hip hop dance classes, like this whole thing, but that was a shortcut to get pussy. So
Wait, you just glossed over the fact that you took hip hop dance classes.
Goddamn right, I did.
What?
Yeah,
What?
I can move, buddy. I did the entire dirty pop dance break my junior year at homecoming dance in front of the whole school.
How no one pointed out how gay NSYNC was to me, because I was always a Backstreet Boys fan. All right, they were always, out of all the faggots, they were the coolest. And NSYNC to me, I was like, remember Chris, the one with the tarantula on his head?
Yeah, my girlfriend, or my fiance actually did a fashion show for his clothing line on the Ananda Lewis show.
What could his clothing line? Go to Idaho, take out a bag of potatoes, empty it, and throw it on someone. Is that Chris? Yeah, look at them. Oh my God, how gay. They're all shirtless and with each other.
Here's the thing.
Look at Lance in the back, like,
you can
hey.
you can see the alpha look on Justin's face. JC has it like an A-, and then Lance is quite possibly the
Justin
gayest
looks like
human being on earth.
Justin looks like a sock puppet. And I mean, I think JC was the hottest. Joey Fatone, what a cutie. Lance is like, listen, I like Lance Bass. I'm all for Lance Bass. He's made a career. Chris, you are the ugly one. I mean, that's all it is.
I love how
you see him in the back and he's the ugly one.
That was Joey Fatone before he realized he was a backup singer.
Was this all the only options of boys that they had? This was it. This was the only option they had?
They had that
Lou Pearlman.
old kid toucher that down in Florida, and I was down there at the time, and he had the biggest house in Florida. It was just a gigantic thing, and there would always be kids.
Do you think he molested them?
I think...
Or just was inappropriate with
very
them?
least that they all had cameras in their bedrooms.
Yeah, he gave them some extended shoulder rubs, that's for sure.
Doesn't that give you like a knot in your stomach? It made him
like
stars, but
he had the house like Mitzi Shore had the house behind the comedy
Exactly.
scene.
Yeah.
I watched Joey Fatone on the Live Will channel, and I like him. He walks around there. He is there. What's his name?
Lou
Pearl.
Pearlman.
Yeah. Joey Fatone goes to
sent him letters.
Did you?
No.
Listen, you did a hip hop dance class. I'm not putting that past you. You probably did send him I know how to sing with my sister.
I would have gone just straight to Orlando.
Can you sing still?
No, blunts and puberty ruined that.
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to sing until after you hit puberty.
Yeah, no,
it's
I used
very
to sing
bad for you.
Is that right?
I used to sing weird like romantic duets with my older sister for company and stuff like that. I got and with some stage parents there, just being like, I don't believe you want to fuck her. Look her in the eye.
For men, it's very important to wait till your vocal cords elongate before you start learning your like muscle memory for singing, and because like Michael Jackson, phenomenal singer as a kid, but then when he became an adult, not a good singer. I mean, he wrote music for his style of voice, yet if you had him sing a standard, let's say, it would be awful. Because you're trying to use the same technique that you had when you were 5, but now everything's bigger and elongated, and it's not going to sound as good.
So no amount of rubber banding his balls would help that.
I'm so glad Matteo said this, because my life, little Michael Jackson is the greatest entertainer I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then I haven't really even care much after that.
Yes.
But little Michael Jackson was like a 8-year-old James Brown. He was fucking believable.
When he died, that was what I kept thinking. Like, I kept thinking like baby Michael.
Right.
Like, that's what made me.
Well, I think everyone did. It's the mind frame you have to put yourself in just to justify any kind of emotion.
I can't stand any of the like Janet Jackson. They all have the Jackson voice. Like Maku. Like they have the diction of a fog machine.
Well, they don't want to wake up their dad. That's their biggest fear in life.
Oh my God, that's the best thing I've ever heard. I love that the dad now just has like crack whore makeup.
Oh, he
on,
looks like a fucking furious California raisin.
But you know what? He's going on forever. I mean, he was always old, right?
I know. That's why I think he does drink the blood of infants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a crazy
really
look.
spooky.
Look at it. Let me see his face. Oh my God, he looks like a demon.
Right? He should be playing saxophone with white gloves on.
It shocks me that people like him are like he's still around, but like Michael. I mean, like Liza Minnelli. I love Liza Minnelli. I give her a week. I mean, I don't know what's going on with her.
She's your number one in the death pool.
She's 69, acts like she's in her early hundreds. I don't know what happened to her, but you look at pictures, it's her, Whitney, Michael, Elizabeth Taylor. I'm like, Liza's still going.
Yeah, she is. And I tell you, one time we came in. What were we doing, Chris? Like a Super Bowl?
We were doing Super Bowls.
Some
Super Bowl Sunday.
thing that we were doing. So we came in, and she was here to do the Frank Sinatra thing, and was just in playing with our friend's baby, and everybody fucking froze. Like, they could not believe it was literally.
You know, I'll never forget the first thing that my mother said to me. As she said, Liza, call an ambulance. I love, and Michael was funny. He was funny. And I remember, and Bob Fosse.
I don't know why you do anything else but that. I know. That was all I was.
Do you know I do a perfect Liza?
That's amazing.
She was on, so a couple things. She was being interviewed what she thought of Lady Gaga, and she literally said, she goes, when I see Lady Gaga, I see someone with strength, pizzazz, and also pizzazz. And then somebody
came by with the defibrillator.
Well, it was on Larry King, and he didn't know how to respond, so he just went razzle dazzle, and then just like commercial break. She also, what did she say one time? She was like, "Listen, you're a real jazzer." I said, "I don't know if I'm a real jazzer, but I know some of the best." She's like out of her mind.
Yeah,
I could go on about Liza.
I could listen forever, but by the way, this is always the thing we say about a great impression, where the face starts to resemble the person you're doing the impression of.
I also have, Liza and I have the same Italian eyes, like big dough, you know, I mean, so, and she just said, when Liza talks, you know, what did she say? She sang a song, she cornered Oprah and Larry King, and that, like, on Larry King show, she's like, "Can I sing you a song, Larry?" And what is he gonna say? No? And so she went on forever in this song, and she can't sing anymore, right? Like, her high notes now are like, "No, yeah!" But and she wears like fruit roll-up dresses, but she sang this song, Larry, she's like, "I never kissed a man before. No, isn't that a shame? I never kissed a man before with no his name. Never had." And Larry's just sitting there, like, trying to pretend like it's good, but it's bad. And Liza's just, and my mother, you know, it's like, out of her mind.
We've got Matteo Lane and Mike Cannon in studio. They're going to be performing together at New York Comedy Club Friday, December 18th at 7 p.m. Go to newyorkcomedyclub.com for more information.
And then if you go to Star Wars right after the you'll probably seeing him in there screaming. Chris, you didn't get a ticket, right?
No, I didn't. I figured I'd go like during the day. Like I thought I'd have a shot.
Dude, during the day is when people are going to be there.
That fucks me up then.
Are either of you going to dress up?
No.
I don't think you're allowed to this time because of the shootings.
Fine, it'll be less embarrassing to wait in line. Good riddance.
Yeah. I think they're probably going to have just about every theater in the country that night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll easily be the biggest.
It's already broken records.
Yeah,
right,
it'll be the
pre-sale shit.
Yeah, it'll be the biggest movie of all time.
I literally cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for.
That's how I was for Creed.
And I'm also seeing Mariah Carey next week. I'm excited for two things. Mariah at the Beacon Theater, which I don't know how they're going to wheel her out, but I think they're going to get like a parade float and just like have Mariah's head on top because that's what she's dressing now, like her in quinceañera dresses. Yeah. I don't know what the concert's going to be a mess. The concert's going to be a mess.
Is it a Christmas concert?
It's a Christmas show.
She's now has decided that she's the queen of Christmas.
Do you know they just lit her at Rockefeller Center? They put a star. It took 2 days for them to realize it wasn't the tree. She was standing right next to the tree. I mean, I cannot wait for that concert because she whispers now when she sings.
Yeah,
she just. And then, yeah, that's it. And it's going to be me, and it's just going to be gay men, black women. That's it. It's going to be a great night. It's going to be a great night. I got 8th row, so it's going to be like a 3D concert. Her boobs are going to be like an inch away from me.
I think she does have the last standard Christmas song, though, right?
Yes.
The last one that's like, okay, this is good enough to go in. Because every year people throw 12. I mean, it's harder to get into that rotation than it is into any Hall of Fame.
But you're right. It became like an instant classic. Like everybody knows the lyrics to it.
Right.
It's like writing a new Christmas movie.
And
Elf did it.
there was the last one,
They're
but
part of the rotation.
Every year, it's the #1 Christmas song of the year, meaning and downloaded by iTunes and this and that. They can gauge it, and also the most played on the radio. It's every year she has a #1 again. Every year with that song. It's
amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's a tough thing to pull off.
But now she she's just like sleepy sleeps and like I don't know if she's gonna sing it.
Yeah.
I mean, me going to see the Mariah Carey concert, I literally could probably go to like PetSmart and put on Mariah's music and just watch fish swim all day.
Yeah.
She doesn't like being vertical. Very much. Like,
she doesn't.
To lay and lounge about like
she should not be likening herself to Jabba the Hutt in any way, shape, or form.
She's very hedonistic, though.
Well, when Nick Cannon bolted, you're like, this thing's ending. This is time to sell shares.
And now she's suckered some new billionaire in, right? That's what she's dating now.
Sure, there's plenty of people.
And apparently she doesn't put out before marriage. That's like her big thing.
Okay, Mariah, let's all just calm down. No, I'm a love-hate with her. I think she's so talented and phenomenal, and I love her, and I love her music, but then I'm mad at her, because I'm like, girl, you are of a dying breed. Get your shit together and show up all these bitches. But she lip syncs and she just she doesn't move anymore. And I think she's always asleep. And the look, I'm tired of the look. We know you have boobs. We've seen them. I'm tired of it.
That's the one redeemable quality she has for me.
No.
It's just her boobs?
Yeah, why not?
Now, Adele is the top of the world. Where are you in her?
Love.
Yeah, she was up here not too long ago.
I saw her live at SNL.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, when she started singing, you had to remind yourself it wasn't a recording. I mean, first of all, she's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And she's brought real talent back. I mean, she's just singing with music.
Well, did you hear that isolated track of her at SNL? That was pretty amazing.
Although I was mad at ABC News because they were like, Adele's the new Whitney Houston. Let me just tell you this. Listen to an hour of Adele, who's amazing. Listen to one song from Whitney Houston in the 80s, and it is like hearing Whitney all over again. Right. No one touches Whitney Houston.
Even just the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, forget about it.
Didn't she make that a hit on the Billboard?
Like, that's how ridiculous we were at war then, too.
Right.
So we all jumped on that. Over there. But, we came up with her Trey. She came up here one day and to do a town hall. So we came up with Liam, who had her food for her green room, and she had buttered ham sandwiches and Smarties. And you're like, and we're like, how could that happen? And they're like, oh, it's a British thing. That's all, that's all she wanted.
Buttered ham sandwiches. Yeah, it's a...
I mean, I don't care if this woman eats sticks of butter all day. She looks beautiful and she sounds great. Yeah. I mean, her laugh is a bit jarring, but it's like, it reminds me of Oliver every time she laughs.
But everybody loved her here. They just felt like she was so straight, so
and
down
she's
to earth.
Definitely down to earth.
Yeah.
Like I came walking down the hallway, and she was walking towards me, and she was just like going, "Thank you, you're so nice, thank you so much." And I'm just watching her walk by. Like,
looking for the buttered ham.
But don't you love that? Don't you love that? And I like that she's not going to do a perfume. She's not going to do this. She's not going to do that. She's not going to do. She's like, I just am going to sing, sell music, and tour.
Well,
That's it.
It takes a lot of courage for her also to be at the top of her game last time and then just take a long time off just to be a mom. Is that what she did?
But we're told, no one can sell albums, and then she's selling fucking millions of
3.4 million in 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, so she beat NSYNC's long time.
She destroyed NSYNC.
2.7 million in the opening weekend.
And I
was online.
Really
I say ha ha to Taylor Swift. I say ha 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 that bitch, because you know what? I'm sick of you and your damn camel toe and your squad goals and all your, you know what I mean?
I would much rather have sex with Adele than Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift would be like a fucking tarantula.
I can't handle that Taylor, you know what I'm saying? It's like Taylor Swift does all this party tricks to make her look important and cool, and I'm a model and I don't eat and I can kind of sing and da-da-da, and she's so overproduced, and it's like every white basic bitch is shitting their pants over Taylor Swift. And then Adele comes in and sings literally like, hello, and Taylor Swift's like, get out of here! I mean, I love it. I fucking love it. I'm gay.
Yeah, so I don't know what Mike's excuse. You got more place to go, but Mike is just NSYNC 2.7 million. You're like a fucking NSYNC rape man.
Yeah, Mike, you're really into
2.7 million.
I remember where I bought that album. It was in the Palisade Center Mall.
Even I didn't have an NSYNC album.
Oh, I had all of them.
I did.
I might sing for my I'm getting married next September, so I think I'm gonna sing with my sister. God must have spent a little more time
God
on
must
you.
have spent a little more time on Jews.
Yeah, I'm just. Can I sing Ave Maria at your wedding?
Yes, please.
I used to sing Ave Maria at funerals and weddings.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm an opera singer, so I would literally stand there, whether someone was dying or getting married, I would just stand there and sing Ave Maria.
Who got you the gigs? The church?
Yeah.
Wow, they were supportive.
A lot of Italians, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, and of course it's like the people who are like, the priest is gay and I'm gay and everyone else is straight, but you know, it's uncomfortable. But yeah, so many times just, Ave Maria, thinking who the fuck is, they're gonna get divorced in a minute.
Your face looks like if that song became a person.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I was going to, for my wedding, I remember Michael Jackson is my best woman. And it was marvelous.
Will you marry us as Liza Minnelli?
Oh, I would love to.
Right,
today I'm here to bring together two wonderful friends.
You know, Liza thinks everyone's her best friend.
Oh God, I remember my Uncle Gene Kelly. I used to call him Uncle Gene, and I remember, you know, it's just like, oh, Liza, you know, my father Vincent Minnelli, who everyone said was gay, and that's not true. But he did dress me up as a Spanish dancer every day.
It's another quote she said.
That is unbelievable.
I mean, just a mess. But Judy,
the best.
But the best. And Liza, I know it's fun to make fun of her now, but truthfully, like when in her prime, I don't think we'll ever find talent like that. I mean, that is undeniable talent. Why don't people have that anymore?
I think they do, but they're not necessarily marketable, so nobody wants to pump money behind them.
Because they don't have squad goals.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think a lot of stuff is once in a generation. You know,
Right.
just once in a generation it happens. Hey, we got to wrap this up, but you guys are great.
I love you. Thank you for having us on.
Anytime, seriously, and just don't even think about it. Just head up here. Tell everybody where they're going to be at.
Matteo Lane and Mike Cannon will be performing together at the New York Comedy Club Friday, December 18th at 7 p.m. Go to NewYorkComedyClub.com for more information. You can follow them at Matteo Lane and at I am Mike Cannon.
Great, guys.
Thank you so much.
Chris, we got anything to plug before we leave?
GPS San Francisco tomorrow.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
At 3 p.m. on Deep Tracks, Channel 27. That's 3 p.m. in the East.
All right. Gail will be on Periscope 15 minutes before, telling you what the big hashtag prize is going to be. And then we're going to see everybody again in 1974.
Ladies and gentlemen, the evening is over. We hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you all again in 1974. Good evening!